Hi, guys, can you hear me? Hello? Oh my god, guys, I've been rambling for the past 4 minutes. Hi! I've been rambling to myself for the past 4 minutes and you couldn't hear a single word. Hello? Okay, so let's start again. Hi Clowns, hi Extrematica, hi Clowny, hi Goof, hi Foobang, hi DJ, hi I don't thank you for the subscription, Goof. Hi. Did I miss someone? Oh god, no, I did not forget to turn on the mic. I just forgot to change the audio setting that made it to the six. Anyway, hello. Oh god, okay. Oh god, you started the train hype. Okay, so one thing about this stream, I was actually going to ask all of you if you wanted to send me money to not do that and to indeed send it to uh one of the Ukraine charities that should at some point pop into the chat and will be coming back several times. Uh, but you know, thank you. Hi, Ethel. Jesus. Hi, Clowny. What the hell, guys? I've been streaming a black screen and I've been talking to myself while you couldn't actually hear me and you giving me all the. Okay. So please again consider if you want to support the stream to instead 69% nice. Uh please instead support one of the Ukraine charities that should eventually pop into the chat. I sure hope they do cuz like yes, they should eventually do. Man. Okay. So my rambles. I guess I have to start since the beginning. Thank you, DJ, for the 100 bits. Thank you for the subscription, Go, and thank you, Clowny, for the subscription as well. And okay, so this is not usual stream. I'm not gonna be playing. I'm going to be playing a video. It's a video that I've been working on since the beginning of March. So it's been a while. I worked really hard on it, gathering all the footage, and then the editing, oh my god, the editing. I meant to have this done like a while ago, but then life became a thing, and then I was gone on a trip for 2 weeks, so I didn't have access to my computer and I couldn't actually work on it. So, yeah, but hey, it's here, it's done, I've done it. So, what is this video about? This video is the whole story of Hardspace Shipbreaker from the very beginning till the end of Act 2. Every single time a character speaks, it's in the video. And the goal was to preserve every voice actor that was a developer before we get the new version. So that's why I'm going to post that on YouTube so that, if you have a hit of nostalgia, you can just go back to that. Um, Considering the nature of the video, I will completely understand if several people just decide to tap out because it's it can become kind of boring to go through all of the tutorial stuff, but I wanted to have all of the Weaver lines. It's particularly boring for me because I have been hearing those lines over and over again for the better part of the last 2 months, so it's driving me a little bit crazy. But, uh, yeah. So, thank you everyone for showing up and saying hi and being so supportive. I'm gonna roll the damn video. Okay, calm down. So, here we go. This is nothing new, but also you might hear some stuff. The part that took me the longest time was finding all of the random events, which are not gonna happen until the end of the video. But if you've missed some of the random events, they'll be in here. They'll be in here somewhere. Also, if you have any theory about Act 3, well, this is one of the last moments to actually share it, because after that, it will no longer be a theory, because the game will be out. So, a game theory, exactly, Fubang. really like, I should have paused it like sooner, but I really like that you can see behind all the mails that have been opened or not, and you can see that all the ones that have been opened are the ones that are related to the family, whereas every death inquiry are just completely ignored. Well, I mean, I thought you haven't been around for a while. Oh yeah, needless to say, if you haven't played the game because you wanted to save yourself any spoilers, now is a good time to tap out because everything will be spoiled until the end of Act 2. So, I think Weaver is machine gun engineering the whole scenario to slowly consume us non-violently, and we discover his plot and have to cut him up and salvage his parts to save ourselves and the universe. I'm pretty sure the game is not going to go into that sort of visual gore. Oh, the nice intro. And here's little Susie. Hi, little Susie. That's okay. I thought, yeah, you should tap out now. But thank you for popping back in and saying hi.
To earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars.
Of course, this part with the classic poem that they reused within the shipbreaking thing.
If there comes a time when he and death meet, what's the next cutter that takes his seat?
I also hope all the sound levels will be good, but I'll probably have to do another pass at it for the final version of the video. Ah yes, with the old split saw. I guess that will forever stay and kind of give a different image of what is actually happening. But this whole cutscene is what sold me on the game in the first place. That's the reason I kept watching this video at the beginning over and over again.
Hello, Cutter 9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message. Space, boundless promise, limitless resources, a brighter future.
I agree, it's disgraceful.
It's here that hard
Poor
workers
form.
like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave
But we
the
can
way
improve
to
on
the
this
galaxy.
cutter's technique and
I'm
actually throw the
Calithia
stuff in the right bin.
Rye-Paulson, President of Lynx Corporation Salvage Division. When my
What a girl
great-grandfather
boss, am I right, guys?
founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing
It was
through
all a
them
dream.
are its lifeblood. The railgates
I
reinvigorated humanity.
would be so
and are
disappointed if
key
that was the twist
to
at
our
the end.
continued
So
progress.
disappointed.
You have been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity
No, that's just
to
a
be
job.
part of the
It's
largest,
like,
most successful,
it's worse than a
and
job,
most
if
pioneering
anything.
company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this.
I love
and
how
you
she
too
doesn't
will
actually
get your
say, you
chance.
can do it. She's just like,
Your
well,
first
you know, you'll get a
step is to
chance
join
to do
our
it,
Everwork
maybe.
program.
You could
The greatest
potentially,
gift we
maybe
give our
eventually do
employees,
it, but, you know,
turning
no
death
promises
into
here.
An ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
I mean, let's go. The cat is actually psychologically committed, and this whole thing was there. Jesus.
To finalize
Why is that?
onboarding, the genetic sequence will now
I
be
didn't ask for the
adapted
bad
for use with
theories,
the
guys.
Lynx Everwork Asset Replacement Program.
Oh yeah, let's
Don't
go.
worry,
Gore.
pain levels during extraction are largely
But
tolerable.
audio.
Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your
Going to
original
spit
body.
from the medical team.
Beginning extraction now.
I feel like anything like coma related or imagining kind of isn't that
Thank you. Beginning spared
imaginative anymore. If anything, if you say that the cloning might have like twisted their mind in some way and the facts that we're seeing are actually twisted, maybe? I don't know. We had a machine god spying on Lix. We're not. There's nothing that leads us to believe that we're the machine god. Oh hey, look, it's all the fees we're racking up. What a lovely start. Death is but a fresh start, isn't it? There you go. Take all of that. Death. Let's go. Jesus.
Alright, breathe.
Weaver!
You're okay. Everything's gonna
Big
be
Daddy
just
Weaver
fine.
energy.
There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of the other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morgan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. All right, let's test out.
How can you not
orientation
love Weaver?
control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo
Oh yeah, so
elevator
sorry
up
guys, but we're
above.
going to go through the whole painful experience of learning all of the
That's it.
controls. Hi
So
Geeky
that's
Heart,
where all
welcome to the stream.
salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient. All right, now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around. Now, vertical control.
So something else about the tutorial which is actually painful with the recording is that in some cases if you mess it up you get some new lines. So I had to go through the tutorial several times, like doing it proper and then messing it up to get some of the exceptional lines that you usually don't get.
Complications with my last revive. Those were early days in the
Hi,
tech, though,
I've been doing okay. Thank you, Geeky.
Oh, almost forgot
Watching the
about
full
most important
HSSB
thing.
movie,
Brakes.
Act 1 and 2.
Get yourself going at a decent clip.
Listen, you try
Then
playing
test
this
them
game
out,
over
why
and
don't
over again and replaying the same clips and not being sure if you got everything or not.
you? All right. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this scrap up. Gonna activate the furnaces.
I actually had to access the game files to figure out which lines were a thing or not, because in some cases you assume, well, if I do this wrong, maybe he'll say something, but you can't actually know for sure.
These
So
furnaces are used
I
to
based
melt
myself on
down
a
soft
game
metals.
file that
Should
listed
go
all of the
without saying
dialogues, and then
that
had
these
to validate
things
them
are
one
as
by
hot
one
as
and
all
go,
get
okay,
out.
this one I got, this one I
Try
got,
not
this
to
one I
drift
still need to
into them
retrieve.
by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is
Good
a
old grapple.
shipbreaker's bread
Oh,
and
question.
butter. This is
Would
how
you
we move
rather,
salvage around.
like, only
Activate
have
the
as a tool the
beam
grapple
and hold it to
or the
grab
split
an
saw?
object and move it around. If it's not
They
too
were
heavy,
not numbered.
give it a
They
go,
were in a mess.
and
I
move
had to
one
sort
of
them
these
out myself.
pieces into either furnace.
I think I'm going to mod all the
So when
portraits
you're
to clown
holding an
faces
object
and all
with
the
the grapple,
forces to
you
horn
do
honking.
attract
That
the
sounds
beam. This'll pull a light
really
object
painful.
to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it.
Oh yeah, so in this case, if you manage to destroy one of them, you get a very disappointed Weaver with you.
Let's try this again. Drop a piece of scrap into the furnace on either side of your bay.
Aim for the goddamn furnace!
Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your
But what
scanner
could we
so
possibly
can
do,
check
Weaver?
out
Please
their
explain it to
structural
us.
makeup. Go ahead and boot it up.
I also invite everyone to
This mode
consider
of your
going through this
scanner
tutorial
lets you
several times when
assess an
you are
object's
basically a veteran in
structure.
this game and know
What I
every
want you to
single
focus on right now are
every
these
single
cut
command.
points. You have quick access
Oh god, I hope
to
the stream
all
doesn't
your
turn into me
tools
bitching
through your
about
HUD.
how making this
Just
video was
open up
hard.
the tool selector and choose
It
the
might turn
cutting
into
tool.
that, I'm sorry.
Alright, Control is giving me the go-ahead to get you cutting. Your cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this.
Yeah, I guess.
Ready to perform some zero-G surgery cutting?
Cons, this is a tutorial, we're learning about it. And you use the stinger too. Don't pretend. We know. We know your secret.
That's how you do it. Okay, let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor and look towards one of them there, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah.
I kind of really love this part of his dialogue
Wish
because
me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends.
I think the voice actor here, well, not the voice actor, but
Now swap over
I
to
don't
your
remember the name of the
grapple
person.
and toss
He
one
did a
of the
great
pieces
job.
separated right in there.
I mean, he did a great job thoroughly, but just this part, I really like it. Oh yeah, so what happens if you put the nanocarbon into the furnace? Like they do in the clip at the beginning. I'm just following the instructions that I saw.
That ain't quite right there, Cutter. That nanocarbon needs to go in the processor.
Will he still write his mail on paper? I don't think Weaver ever did that. Trey, thank you, Gove. Yeah. Trey did a great job. Looking forward to seeing what the new voice actor does.
Let's go after that large aluminum
The release
chunk
of the new
over
voices
there.
DD is the only one I think doesn't work.
Now
Feels
this
so
beast
mechanical and not
is
lightning.
way
I
too heavy to move
I listened
as
to the
is.
clips and I
Also
think
too
DD
dense for your
works
stinger
quite
to
well.
break it down.
Actually,
And there are no structural
but it
cut
might just be
points for
because
us
I
to
was
take
completely
advantage
flabbergasted
of.
when her
We're gonna
portrait
have to
rolled
switch
over, and I
to
did
the
not
switch
imagine that
on
a
mode
woman
tool
that looked like
and
that
start
could manage to
slicing
sound
this
like that.
thing down the side.
I think his
Go
range
ahead
isn't
and
great
switch
in the more
cut mode
emotional moments so
now.
far.
Now try
I
changing the angle of the cut. We're in business.
I guess so.
I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool.
Yeah, I guess
It'll split that
his
big
image is
chunk
like more
clean in
emotional
two.
than his voice
Go
when
ahead
he
and
gets
give her a
angry.
whirl.
But this intro is spectacular. Yeah.
Good try, Cutter, but that's not the right piece.
Oh yeah.
Let's focus on
He
that
he
big
tells you just
aluminum chunk.
focus back on the big one now. Let's stop playing around. Was I?
Oh, not quite right, Cutter.
Oh no,
Try and
disappointed
go
Daddy
after
Weaver.
that large aluminum chunk over there.
Over there, kid.
I'm gonna
The
turn
big,
on your
large
salvage
chunk of
indicator
aluminum.
So you can track how much work is left to do. This thing will track
It
how
feels
much you
so warm.
salvaged and how much you lost.
Now to hear his voice, that might just be the habit of having him in our ears.
And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up. Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab, and I'll show you the ropes there. Now fly on over back to the master jet. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy.
Oh, don't worry, Weaver. I found it
Head on
easy
in,
enough.
and we'll get started.
So, first rank,
Congrats,
well, second
Cutter.
rank.
You're already on your way up. Head on into your hab, and
I
we'll check
I think
things
that
out.
might be a repeat actually. Am I just not registering it anymore because I just heard it? Is he just repeating the same thing? Not getting there too fast must have taken some restraint. There are so many moments while I was recording where I had to stop myself so I didn't like start the next dialogue while they were still talking. I had to be patient. Ah! Urge to rush through things so strong. Oh yeah, we got a little tour of the hab. The window. without, of course, anything in it yet, but that'll head
Welcome
straight.
to your new home, Cutter. Has everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation
Of course.
something or other.
Who doesn't know the
Around
ready-made
here,
long-term employee
we
habitation?
just call it your hab.
Did you get
Now,
all the
how's
links
about
corporate
you get
message?
yourself some rest, and we'll pick up
I
your
got
training
some of
in the
them.
morning. Now sleep tight there, Cutter.
I did make a tiny video with all the messages that she gives you when you wake up from the computer, but I thought it didn't quite fit in this video, so it will be a separate thing. You know how she tells you,
Hello,
yeah,
Shipbreaker.
this.
Rise and
Hello,
shine,
Shipbreaker.
Cutter. Hope you feel well
There's
rested.
like 8 lines.
You ready to continue your training?
I made like a 3 minutes video with
Okay,
it.
let's have a look
Hi,
at your
Cathode.
employee
Yes, I
terminal.
stream. Welcome to the stream.
Now let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation now. Go on and give it a read. Clear as mud? Don't worry. I'm here to walk you through the process, and soon enough
I'm
I'm
not good
gonna
with
introduce you to
accents
some of
since
the other
English isn't my
shipbreakers.
first language,
Most of
but
them
I love
are
his
willing to
accent.
help you out too. All right.
Yeah,
let's
the new
start
morning
a new
alarms don't
shift
always
and
like
pick your
motivate you.
first
They're a
shift
really weird way
to
to
work
motivate
on.
you, to be honest.
This is the catalog that shows you which ships you have access to from the shipyard. Every day,
I
you
wonder
can
if
choose to
anyone has
continue
made like a
working
list
on
of
the
all
ship
the
you've
ship
got,
names, because I
or
know that
start
there
a
are
fresh
reference
one.
for a lot of them
Go ahead and
to the
pick one.
developer's name,
Anyone,
but
and
I
we'll
don't
get to work.
actually know which one exactly. So for anyone who's just arrived, we are streaming a video that I already edited with the whole
Your primary
Hardspace
goal
Shipbreaker story.
is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum
I'll
goes
try
in the
my
furnace.
best to remember
Try
that,
to
Weaver.
salvage
I
the
don't know if
entire
I
ship
can,
if
but
you can.
I'll try my
We
best to
call
do it.
Using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way. And start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it.
Well, Cathode, in this case, the goal was not to speedrun, but to capture every line, so I kind of forced myself to be slower when I was recording this. Yes, it is a video. It's not. I'm not actually playing right now. I played this like a while back when I was recording. You see.
Now I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first, but trust me, soon enough you'll be stripping the huge Gecko-class freighters like they're nothing.
Oh,
Got my
you know
stars
it,
out
Weaver.
back down Earthside in the droid scrapping business. You know what made me come up here? Well, one day we got a batch of this.
No, I am here reading the chat and interacting right now, okay?
Skin and everything. We almost never saw people looking ones like that. They were always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a
Oh, come on, guys.
mothballed for 20 years or so. Since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies.
Oh, listen to Weaver's story, okay?
No word of a lie. These things look exactly like my stepbrother Jed. It had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I
Poor
weren't
old
exactly
Jed.
pals or nothing. All the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dope.
Weaver actually doesn't have any random events where he'll suddenly speak to you out of the blue, but I think that's because you spend so much time with him in the tutorial, and he just oversees everything, so you hear him a lot, and he's also there for every tutorial.
Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. Weaver out.
The 4 characters that get random events are Hal, Dee Dee, Lou, and Kaito.
Alright, hold up a second there, Cutter.
Hands in the air,
Because
not
you've
moving.
increased your rank, we're gonna give you the next greatest ship.
Oh,
Now,
exciting!
this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell. You're gonna want to toss those items on the barge. That's the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look.
I mean,
Toss any valuable
there's totally
objects
way
or
for people to
components
miss it. I know
down
that.
there. And don't worry
Because
about breaking
people have
anything.
asked
There's
before,
a
where is the barge?
dampening field that'll catch
But you know, it's so
everything.
huge
It
and
works great
green.
most of the time. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't move there for a sec. I don't know why. Okay, so that's one of those cases where you can trigger a new line if you just mess up. If you don't put things into the barge, he will tell you, hey, Cutter, what you doing? The barge is track confirmed. Oh god. The barge is life, the barge is love? Okay, so I'm gonna need to fix that because I spent an awful lot of time just not moving, not doing anything.
Cutter, that thing was supposed to go on the barge. Let's try this again with something else. Let's give it a go.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Live, love, barge. Barge is actually slang for crazy in French,
Got
so...
that pretty quickly. Now let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Link's regulations mean you gotta cover your
Burn
own
process
oxygen
barge. Yeah,
and
you know
fuel
what?
costs.
I like that slogan.
That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta go top up at the kiosk over there.
Oh god, my
Let's
lack
have
of
a look.
stream schedule. Yeah.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Have a nice stuff, good.
Where's
Pretty easy,
productivity? We
right?
can't have that.
Alright. I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you hit the next rank. Weaver out.
And through the magic of editing, we just jump right next to the next part. He does that. And yeah, sometimes the dialogue just doesn't trigger. So the audio just didn't come through for that line. But you know, it was one of the lines. I just couldn't get the audio for it. So I figured, well, I'll keep the little clip of me recording that part where you can see the subtitles, I guess. Hello, One Ballad Man. Welcome to the stream. Yes, the save games does get reset tomorrow. You are currently on the stream, which is a viewing of a video that will spoil the entirety of Act 1 and 2. So if you haven't played the game yet and want to discover the entirety of the story, as much as it hurts me, I invite you to not continue watching it. If you don't mind, you're welcome to stay here. Please continue playing the video. Oh god, come on, OBS. Okay, there we go. You know what? I'm starting to wonder if I didn't actually get those lines at another point and I just completely messed up on this one. I'm also kind of reviewing the video and bringing corrections, so yeah. Gonna have to fix that one. For the upgrades. I mean, 300 million profit, you'll make that back in no time. And I mean, you get to re-experience the entirety of the game with the new VA. Oh my god, why is it stuck? What the hell is this clip? Okay, I've clearly left something in there that I really should not have. Or maybe not. Yeah, have a quick read and hop back into the bay. Maybe I still have time to go back into the game and try to record this better.
It shows you the mass of the object.
The voice line just, yeah, I guess.
You can move it or not. Cutter, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to the rest
And now,
of the
finally,
crew.
after 20 minutes, we get to hear other people!
Sound off, everyone.
Hey, look. Name's Lou.
You missed most of it. Well, if you still want to experience it for the first time,
I guess it is hazing.
again,
Come on, Lou.
you
What are
can tap
talking
out.
about? We don't do that.
Hi, Lou.
Welcome
Hi,
aboard.
Dee Dee.
Don't listen to her. I'm Dee Dee.
I'm Titan.
And Kai with his broken microphone.
I think your mic's still messed up.
I feel like Kai doesn't leave a lot of an impression based on his personality alone at first. So having the microphone mess up is a good way, I think, to just set up a lot of things about him.
Heaven forbid they give us functional gear.
All right, Lou, I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can. Anyway, Cutter, I've just added you to the official sector comms channel. It gets lonely out here, so don't hesitate to check in with each other from time to time. All right, that's enough chin wagging.
Chin
Let's get
wagging.
back
He
to it.
has so many words that I never hear anyone else but him say.
Bye.
Later, Rook.
Yeah, we can see all the little stations in the background where all the other cutters are.
Hey, Cutter, I'm looking at the stats.
Oh, well, there we go. That's the clip that didn't work earlier. So, I guess...
It's time to learn about how to upgrade
I guess there it is. I need to delete the other one. See, that's the problem when you do several runs through the game and you record everything. Yeah, okay, this part is very quiet too. Gonna take note of that then. Very quiet. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about the levels. I'll probably need to fix it several points.
By giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment.
It is really hard to hear him, isn't it?
Salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first.
See, I feel like I didn't change any of the settings in regards to the game. Maybe I changed settings in regards to the capture?
To get yourself
Or maybe the game just decided, you know what, I'm gonna change the audio levels.
extra goodies
Uh,
and rewards too.
Either way,
So let's get going.
not great for the consistency of the quality of the video. I'll need to be careful about that.
Tethers. Go ahead and purchase them.
No, we already had clips in the hub and it wasn't any different. I think I'll have to ask DJ for help, maybe for the audio levels. But hopefully the sound goes back to normal soon enough. Wait, what was this training for again?
Let me tell you how to use these things.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be quiet for a while.
Powerful than the beam of your grapple.
I think I'm gonna add a little bit of sound so that you guys can hear it better.
Try it out. Press and hold the secondary input for the grapple to begin placement. Point where you
Like-
want the salvage to move to, and then release it to create the tether.
That's not enough.
Great. Now, what if you want to get rid of the tethers you've placed? There's a cancel command.
Should be a
you can
bit
send,
more audible now.
But take note that it clears all the tethers you've placed. Go ahead and try it now. Yeah, there you go. Now you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise. But after
Too
this,
loud?
when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk.
Hopefully not too loud.
Let's see how well you can handle them now. Try to clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size together.
There we go,
to
first
move them
reference.
all as a group. I've seen some cutters do some incredible things with the daisy chain of tethers.
First reference to the cutter language stuff.
All right.
Yay! I'm gonna make it a
Well done,
bit
Cutter.
quieter so that we
You know how
avoid
to handle these
deafening the
things.
audience.
When you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
Those have absolutely no value, I think.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
They're just there.
Hey, Rook. Pinging you on a closed channel.
Lou is, I think, the second most vocal out of the group after Weaver.
When we get out of the red and start actually making profit from salvaging. Hard to figure when anyone's gonna hit that point, though. Weaver's been at this 20 years, but he slipped back into dev thanks to foreman training. Gigi sends most of her money back.
You gotta wonder what kind of training he actually received for being a foreman, though.
Kaito, well, person, but just hasn't really taken to the work. He's been warned that he's a low.
Oh yeah, the class ships don't really affect the story, so expect to see them all over the place. Well, except for the ghost ship, but I forgot to record stuff for the ghost ship, so I still need to get that. But like, not a lot of content on it from the characters directly, I think.
Still so many rich rocks.
Hopefully, otherwise I'm a bit screwed for this video.
Eventually, hire some friends from back on the Eris platforms above Mars. So many good folks who just can't get work. Don't know when that'll be though. Every time I think I'm earning a steady cut, the company finds another fine or feature platform. Anyway.
I have heard this said before, but while the characters do mention this, we as a character, at least in the current version of the game, do not really receive any more fees. Except, you know, if we reach the end of the debt. But like, in story, we don't receive more fees. That's not illustrated in the story.
Seems like you're getting a knack for it. Trust me, when you get well versed in the art of shipbreaking, it becomes a joy to show up to the yard each day.
One of the rare times that Weaver is just
Trade like it. Dancing
speaks
between the
about
ribs of the
stuff
ship,
outside of the tutorial, I think.
doing with the 10-ton panel, taking a breather to gaze out at the rest of the human race buzzing in the distance. Can you tell I miss it?
Nah, that doesn't show her at all.
Alright. Helping y'all get there as near as good.
I feel sad for Weaver not being able to shipbreak anymore. Can you imagine?
Good luck out there, Cutter. Talk to you again soon. Weaver out.
No, I mean like
I
new
think it's
fees
time for you to
specifically.
learn about the mother lode of any ship. Reactor. Most
Reactors.
dangerous part of shipbreaking.
That's the first part where usually the players go, Weaver, you screwed us over. Because of how he formulates his advice for the tutorial. Everyone gets extracting the reactor and then learns that actually it's kind of a
I
hazard.
was shaking like a leaf.
Maybe the rest of the shipwrecks are just really bad.
Let's try to do this without a physical meltdown. That looks like the reactor toward the rear of the ship. But there are lots
I
of
don't think
different
that's the point
configurations out there in the wild.
that I was referring to a point not being illustrated in the story, cathode.
Pull the reactor and get it on the
That's
mark.
really mean.
As soon as you disconnect the reactor from the ship, it'll start to melt down. So act fast and make sure you have an exit strategy ahead of time.
He really should speak
Alright,
about the
this
exit
one's pretty
strategy,
easy. Should just slide out of her coolant
like,
casing with a
before he
disconnect
says anything.
from your grapple.
But no, he
You wanna
doesn't.
have
He
your
just...
extraction fully planned out before disconnecting it from the ship.
I think that might be because most people reach the reactor earlier than the dev thought that they would, maybe? I think I get shocked in the video. Oh yeah, and I created an explosion too. I could have just used a tether, which is much safer,
Well,
but instead you get
certainly
this.
picking this up faster than I did back in the day. Okay, I'll leave you to it until you get to the next rank.
Spend the whole shift gathering light bulbs and ship packets?
Morning there, Cutter.
Yes, Koobang, I did it this whole video.
Oh, forgot to give you a pretty hot tip. You know all those supplies you can buy at the kiosk?
I remember
You know,
really
O2,
loving this
patches,
exchange the
fuel,
first time
that
I
kind of
heard
thing?
it.
You can actually scrounge a lot of that stuff for free from the ships.
Come on, Lou. You know that's against regs.
Oh,
It's
yes,
not a
sorry.
big deal.
It's also not safe. Nor sanitary.
Come on, what?
You know how long that stuff's been floating around and all that grime and dust?
There's space-grade field weaver.
Probably well past their expiry date.
I mean, they're on the
Okay,
seal.
well,
What's
it's
gonna
not like
affect them?
corporate around here cares
The
too much
space
about our well-being,
bugs?
does it?
Look, Lou, I need you to try to follow the rules now. Here?
Yeah, sure thing, boss. Catch you later, Rook. Lou out.
Cutter, I encourage you not to huff any old oxygen.
And this
can
is
you
why
find.
he's Daddy Weaver.
But
He's just
if you do, please
he's just such a
monitor your
concerned
vital
dad.
data, and for God's sakes, don't eat anything you find. All right. Have
No,
a
but can you
productive
imagine
shift.
Scavenger
Holler if you need
Cutter though?
Weaver out.
Just hunting for scraps and
Hey again, Rook.
chip bags.
Just wanted to say, I'm impressed with
Oh,
how quick you
it's
finish things up.
very
Not
quiet
sure
again,
what
isn't
kind
it?
of work you done before, but you're a natural
you probably noticed, Lynx doesn't exactly take great care of us. I don't blame them. They don't really have a reason
No,
to.
she actually is trying to earn money to get out of there
100 years
too.
ago, workers like us would make groups called unions and fight for better wages and safer work and decent hours, that kind of thing. Basically balance things so people don't just get exploited to hell. Lynx was
Well, I'm
actually
sorry
key
I'm
in getting rid of
subjecting
all
you
that.
guys to this, but you know, at least now I'm
there's a
catching
group of
it while I
shipbreakers
can
now
still change
trying
the
to
video
bring
before
back
I
the
upload it
idea
on
of a
YouTube.
union.
So I'm
Change
talking
things
over
for
Lou,
the
I'm
better.
sorry. I'm
Did
talking
you know
over
that
all the
Lynx
characters.
keeps your DNA even if you leave? Or that those hull panels you get 10 credits for are resold for 1,000 apiece?
Okay, that part though, the retold for 1,000 apiece. Shush. Nightbot, I haven't been streaming for a while. I barely got started. But this whole thing with the tents that are sold 1,000 apiece, that's a line that should be taken into account every time that someone speaks about the economy in the future and how inflation and stuff. Because like, yeah, I don't remember what TFW is. Yes, it is just me queuing. Exactly.
Anyway,
Listen,
it's all
guys,
hush
I've
hush
been
at first,
rushing
and
this much more than I wanted
Lynx
to.
sums it
I'm
out right
sorry.
quick. But I see that you're a good person and a hard worker, and they're gonna use you
Oh yeah.
up and you'll get naught for it. So I hope you don't mind, but I signed you up for the union newsletter. Comes every couple of days. Read them, don't read them, trash them, whatever. Just please don't report me. Just want you to have the info. I was glad someone gave it to me when I was new.
I gotta say, this part is one of the most divisive in a way, because that's what a lot of people point to when they say that they don't like Lou, because she signs you up to the union without actually asking you to, which could put you in danger, considering how Lynx is. Because, you know, even if you just receive it, they could just go into your mail.
Hey, Cutter.
So,
You're gonna start getting
but,
pressurized ships now.
well,
Ropes when you're
come on,
ready.
I can't pause this. Not going to go too much in advance, but something happens later on, which made me rethink this whole thing. Popsec is bad. Upsec? What is upsec? I don't know what that means.
All right. Our friend Lou thinks she's the resident expert on how to
Operational
deal with the
security,
pressurized
keeping
ship.
tight lips.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna let
it's
her
really
take the
bad.
lead on this.
Well, I mean, they're trying to
Always
get
give me a hard
organized.
time, but you know I'm good.
Yeah, see,
Sure thing,
Cathode. Lou says that
Take it
she's
away.
good.
Okay, hey Rook. Time for the fun stuff. And by fun, I mean incredibly dangerous.
So you mean
There
fun?
can be lots of pockets of pressurized space throughout a ship. It's best to scan ahead and see what's up. Activate your scanner and let's have a look. Your scanner will show you information about the interior of the ship, including whether a room is pressurized or not.
It's
Red
also
is
a point that a lot of
unpressurized and
people
green is pressurized.
seem to have
Essentially,
trouble
if you
with.
make a cut between the two spaces, you'll cause a violent decompression.
A lot of the
correct
questions
term
now
is
are people
explosive
not listening to the
decompression.
tutorial, which I totally understand.
Same deal. Okay, we don't want to crack into the ship and have it pop. When a ship is pressurized like this, best to go in through the airlock. Use the scanner to locate it. Now, cycle the airlock to pressurize it. There should be a switch in there.
Oh my god, this is so torturously slow.
And you're in. Most ships are pressurized, and you can depressurize them using the atmosphere regulator.
This is actively making me anxious to see the cutter moving so slowly.
Sometimes there are good reasons to keep the rooms pressurized. That's all there is to it. Now, sometimes you're gonna have to depressurize a ship violently.
Explosively.
Explosively. If you don't want to get sucked through a 1-inch hull fracture, use your hands to grab onto any nearby surface.
I don't even understand why he's so pedantic about it.
Differential pressure between areas of the ship.
Except that it's funny.
Sometimes compartments can have isolated pressurization systems. Remember, scan ahead. And that about covers it. Good luck out there, Rook. Blue out.
Well, the new... The new voice of Lou is definitely much different than the old one. I think she's the one that changes the most with Hal's voice. In 10 years, I'll still remember the whole story. Yeah, I mean, I've basically got like half of those lines memorized right now.
Maybe they're gonna give us some holiday time. That'd be awesome.
That would be a first. Probably just another Paulson kid getting a cushy exec job.
Hush up now, y'all.
This is an important message to all Link Salvage Division
Yeah, that's why I said Lou and Hals.
It's come to our attention.
Did I not say that? I
thanks to
thought
a
that.
very loyal member
I thought I
of our
had said that.
family, that there has been talk about forming a shipbreakers union.
Oh my god.
A union
Really?
is a dangerous thing.
Unions
where
cause
extensive
dysonia.
fees
Just
are extracted
slogans.
for so-called representation of your workers' rights. At Lynx, our top priority is already your well-being.
She's being way too aggressive
This
to
is
be
why
sincere
union
there.
activity is
We
strictly
want you to
prohibited
be
for
happy, god damn it!
your own protection. To safeguard you and your work,
Oh my god, just
we are immediately
the smile and the looking
dispatching an
from down that
administrator
way.
to every salvage
Girl, that's
sector.
definitely evil.
This administrator
Work on your body
will
language.
oversee operations and ensure proper employee conduct. They are authorized to correct worker behavior.
To be honest,
by
every
any
single
means.
expression of her is kind of
They will
evil.
remain in place until we can guarantee company-wide integrity.
Yeah.
Until then, remember, the company is your family.
Bullshit.
The union is your enemy. Thank you.
She does, you know, she's one of the ones that I didn't exactly like notice a difference with. I don't. Calicia. Her name's Calicia.
That's wild. I haven't heard anything about that union stuff. Have you?
Of course not.
Probably happening around the Martian districts. They've always been quarrelsome.
You heard anything like that, Lou?
Little pause.
No. Hey Weaver, do you know when our administrator
Diversion.
will show up?
A week maybe? Coming all the way from HQ at Jupiter Gate. When they get here, we'll need to be on our best behavior.
Oh, great.
Alright, it's nothing to fret about, alright? But they are going to be checking everything. Salvage logs.
Oh yeah, you know what?
special
That's true,
records,
Gov.
Operational efficiency.
Oh, great.
You'll be fine,
So
Kai.
enthusiastic, I love it.
Lou's right. Now let's just try to keep our heads down and weather this storm together. Now go catch some rest. See y'all tomorrow.
Hey, don't worry. This is a closed channel. There won't be a log.
I mean, that's what you think, but you never know if there might be, for you know, I'm taping you.
This really isn't good. They're gonna make our lives hell. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. I'm sorry for involving you.
See, here's the thing. She does eventually apologize for signing you up to it. So, yeah, I guess I did tape her, and I'm showing the whole world what she told me in secrecy. And I'm definitely the only streamer who ever did that. But, okay, so back to the earlier comment. The part where she signs us up to the union, and that's the reason why a lot of people hate her. Because, you know, she didn't actually ask us or permission or anything. She does apologize for it, so she owns up to the mistake. Well, she does follow it up by, but you need to know I'm not gonna stop fighting. But, you know, she does at least recognize that involving us was a mistake. Or at least that involving us was a bit rash.
You need to know I'm not gonna stop fighting.
I wonder how the new voice actor, I really want to hear how the new voice actor has a take on her, because I think a new voice would really change the perspective on
Whatever
her
happens,
character.
I'll make sure nothing comes down on you. Lou out.
Would have been so much better if they just forced you to sign another contract during this cutscene. You know what? That would completely mitigate that, I guess. But why would you sign a contract with the union? Although signing a contract actually would be better in a way, because like, I swear that I will do secrecy or something. Even if they have no guarantee that you will do it, it's still like if you sign it, maybe you do something, you put your name in the line. Your name is in a data bank, so if anyone uncovers the union, you will be uncovered too. So you're putting yourself in danger if you reveal or let anything leak. So that would have been, I guess that would have been a good thing, yeah. So yeah, I think that could have worked to like make the player more active in the choice, even if you don't have a choice, and also try to give a similar cream of appearance that the Union is actually trying to not be completely uncovered by links and destroyed.
What? I can't hear you, Kyle.
Nobody can
Kai,
when you're in
try
space.
switching to another frequency and then back again.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
hear
agree,
you.
though.
Hey, okay. I have a question. What's this administrator
He's
gonna do?
so anxious about the administrator. All the others are just completely dismissing it, but he's the one that's like very worried about it. I guess Lou is worried about the Union stuff, but he's just worried about his whole job.
Accidents go up, they send someone. Sometimes they just send someone to find out if they need to send someone.
Dee Dee's
Ain't a
awesome.
big deal, Kai.
You heard what I told them. I guess they're just snooping around for union stuff, right?
Oh, this is very loud again, isn't
gonna
it?
be here a week tops. These types have the attention span of a gopher. They'll move on pretty quick.
Hey, go. It's your reference.
What's a gopher?
What? Boy, you better come visit sometime on Mars when you're done here.
One day we'll all go see them gophers and whatnot. Keep that front of mind and don't
Dude, you miss it every single time. Are you kidding me? Dude, no. No, you know what? You just have to go watch my YouTube video on it. Or you know what? Even pay attention when you're playing it.
on now. Weaver out.
Or is that just a running gag that you do now? Because I wouldn't put it past him to pretend that he didn't hear it when he heard it pretty clearly every single time.
I wanted to tell you, I'm mighty impressed by you. Remind me of me when I started, all bright-eyed and bushy.
A bit jarring? Yeah.
Had big dreams of hitting the rail.
I think I forgot to put all the transitions.
Armadillo rigs. Named the old girl Beulah after my mother.
Beulah.
Told you about my bad revive a while back. Another
Totally
case
did.
of me and technology not getting on, I guess. Bottom line is, this body just ain't fit for flying no more. So, I want to give Beulah to you, Cutter. Now, she ain't in the best of shape, but she'll do good by you. Hell, even a few places around the village that'll fit her out for gate travel, if you're so inclined.
Oh, I keep playing with the volume.
That's it. She'll do more for you than me now. I'm just happy she's going to be with somebody that truly appreciates
This is an
her.
awesome kind of stream. I can just tab out and go look at stuff while this is playing.
Morning, crew. Let's hit them salvage goals. Yeah, hey, Weaver. Do you know when this administrator gets here?
And he is anxious again about it.
To worry. Should be here any day.
Oh no, you should worry.
Thanks.
Everything okay, Kai?
Weaver, how do you think that telling him he should be there any day now is going to reassure him in any possible way?
Yeah. Just nervous, you know. I just really can't lose this job.
Yeah, you actually hear about his reasons why he can't lose this job.
I always let go of the screw-ups first, right? Just work careful, avoid any major accidents, and you'll be golden. Yeah. I just need to keep my head down.
Aw, poor baby.
Please tell me I heard that right, Rook? Weaver gave you his old armadillo?
Yes, so the way it's structured, Weaver gives you the armadillo, then you get a scene where Kaido is worried about the administrator, and then you get another scene where Lou tells you about the armadillo thing, because this scene has to happen. Why am I pointing at my screen? You can't see it. She has to actually tell you this now because we're gonna go do stuff on the monitor. But like,
Oh, man,
I
that's so
feel like it
neat.
offers a bit of a cut. I don't know if
used to
I'm
help my old
a
man
fan
fix
of
the
this
speeders like
transition or
that
not.
back on Eris. I hear Weavers might not be in the best of shape.
Hey, there's
Listen,
Beulah.
I can help get that thing ready to ride the rails. I'm transferring a diagnostics program to you. Go ahead and boot it up.
Oh, hi Freak Lord. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream.
Hey there, I'm Shippy. I'm here to help you get this ship healthy again.
Getting data now.
You're a nerd.
Dang. Amazing. Old Girl was used for construction at some point. Could maybe even be kitted out for salvage running one day. This tool will help you see
What do you mean, did I get all the ship like? Oh my god, I did not, for fuck's sake. You know what? We didn't get a new voice actor for Shippy, so I'm just gonna have to assume that it's the same lines. It's just, I really hope so.
You can find everything you need kicking around inside the ships you're salvaging.
And?
You could also rip parts out of other ship components. It'd ruin the salvage value, of course. Maybe don't tell Weaver if you're gonna do that. Can't wait to see what you'll do with this beauty. Good luck, Rick.
Secured. Credits deposited.
Look! Looks like you got a part for the armadillo. See if there's any more lying around in there.
She actually has like, I think 3 lines. I think I only got 2 of them. I didn't get the 3rd one. Or maybe she only has 2 and I don't remember. But getting those lines is just very random. So, yeah.
Look! Looks like you got a part for the armadillo. See if there's any more lying around
Is
in
this
there.
just the same one? Did I just mistakenly... Oh, I think I did. I just put the same lines. I'll have to re-listen to it, but yeah, it is. Whoops. Oh, okay. So wait, I don't actually remember what that was. And now there's just a black screen. Okay, I left
Listen up, folks.
a spot
Let me
there
introduce you
without
to
anything.
Hal Rhodes. Now he's
No
a
need for introductions, Weaver. I know who you all are. Let's just get right into it.
Yeah, it's our
I know
favorite
you don't love a middle
character.
manager like me coming in, making life hard. Yeah, I get it. See, I'm from people like you. Used to work the links yards around Ceres.
I'm from people
Not
like you.
shipbreaking, of course. Processing. Which, honestly, is just as tough.
Yep. We know processing can be quite a
It's just Weaver is being so charming and welcoming and friendly, and Hal just fucking cuts him like twice.
This is
Just
real simple.
how
I
dare
hit my
you
goals and I'm out of your hair.
cut off
But we
Weaver?
gotta all pull the rope in the same direction. Get it? Cooperation. Co-op-er-ation.
He should move his head every single time he does one of those syllables.
And we'll all be done here in no time. Capiche? Okay then. I'm taking the day to settle in and we'll see you all tomorrow bright and early.
Well, thank you a lot for the lurk and for hanging out, Geeky. Have a
Okay, then.
good meeting.
This guy thinks he knows what backbreaking work is?
I guess he does.
1 week tops. Guy's gonna cooperate with the end of my grapple.
She sounds way too gleeful when she says that.
Okay, now remember, be on your best behavior. I'll see y'all in the yard.
Morning, folks. Starting the shift clock now.
Another day, another dent in a dent. Anyone wanna race me?
Yeah, tomorrow will be a good hype. You have a good evening, a good day. Thank you for the lurk.
This is Hal. Just wondering how much
And then
time
Hal
spent
just
chatting on
bargains and
average a day
sucks
here?
the whole happiness out of the whole situation.
Checking in on one another from time to
Afternoon.
time.
Good afternoon to you.
No harm in that. Well, as you know, the Link's employee handbook says that avoiding chatter makes profits fatter.
Talking to each other is good for productivity, actually.
Yeah, who would have known? Happy employees just do better.
Well, we'll look at the performance reports later and see, I guess.
How? Okay.
People.
How could you even like piece out the information of the performance review and say the chatter is better? if because it's not like he's running a scientific experiment where he's just isolating the components of something. He's just going off. Okay.
Don't take our work seriously, Rose.
Diner, right? No need to talk back. Hey now, it's all good, right? Let's everybody just get back to work.
Great work at peacemaking,
I'm out of here.
Weaver.
Good, good.
Actually, that was kind of lame,
Focus on
but
the work.
he tried, I guess.
Good news, Cutter. You've earned clearance to the next hazard level.
Whoop,
This
whoop.
means you'll be getting Class 2 reactors now.
Oh my
Gnarly
god,
things.
the Class 2 reactors. It's so painful. Okay, so the Class 2 reactor is one of the tutorials where you have the most outcomes possible because you have a complex mechanism that has like 3 different parts. So it's gonna be a lot of jumble cuts to get all of the various lines. But this section was the hardest to edit, so I will complain about it. I hated this section. Let's go.
We'll start training when you're ready, and I'll walk you through them.
Oh, they're not so bad. You've seen one reactor, you've seen them all, I think.
Of course, Hal.
This ain't really that simple.
Yeah, I got a tip for you there, newbie. Don't blow it up.
That is just
Like I
so
said,
not funny.
let me know when you're ready to start training.
Don't take too long.
All right, Cutter. Time to extract your first Class 2 reactor. This one's not quite as simple as
Just pull it and barge it, right?
I mean, he has a point in a way because you can totally do that if you pull out the entire assembly, but at the same time, it's not helpful for someone who's trying to learn how to play the game.
a receipt for a new spare.
Sure, prep. But you're on the clock, don't forget.
As I was saying, like any reactor, it'll start melting down as soon as it's disconnected from its housing. And these Class 2s will melt down mighty quick unless you do 2 things first. First, release the connection to the thrusters. And second, remove the coolant from the ship's environmental control
Did
unit.
Hal ever advance to a Class 2 reactor certificate? Do you mean like, did he unlock this class of ships? Because he was never a shipbreaker. He said he did processing, which is completely different from shipbreaking. So, no, he never learned how to break down a Class 2 reactor. And that's something he's incompetent to a very high level in a way.
Just make sure you clear and extract
At least I perceive him as very incompetent. He just doesn't know what he's talking about. And he's a bad manager on top of that.
the reactor will enter a
Oh yeah, I
controlled meltdown.
closed that door when I meant to open
And
it
if
there.
you're having trouble finding everything, try using the systems mode of your scanner.
If you have bought it, that is. If you haven't, well, I guess, yeah. So this is the case where I just pulled it and barge it by keeping the whole assembly together. Yeah, that was totally intentional. I should recut that. That was kind of... Yeah, this whole section is bad, actually. I need to recut that, so it's just... This is too long of a process in the video. Stalling. I'll recut that for the final version. Thank you for sitting here with me while I'm queuing my video. So, also, here's the thing. Actually, I'm gonna let it play for the line. And then you'll see what I mean. God, I really need to cut that down. Jesus Christ, how long?
Nice work. I'll be. Well done,
I
Cutter.
might be a tiny bit impatient.
Continue to impress.
Now we just gotta work on improving the...
So, here's the thing.
We're done.
The improving the timeline that Hal says, he's gonna say that every single time, no matter what you do when you barge the reactor. I have done runs where I have purposefully tried to barge the reactor as fast as possible. Often before they even finish talking, he always says that. Like, fuck off, dude. You try to do it if you're so good at it.
Done with training. We'll leave you be now. Great work today, Cutter. Weaver out.
Okay, second go at it.
Alright,
Oh
Cutter.
god, I let the
Time
entirety
to
of it
extract your
down.
first-class
Ah,
ship
shit.
reactor. This one's
Yeah,
not
we don't
quite
need
as
to have
simple
a
as
re-listen at it.
just pull it and barge it, right? Pretty straightforward. Well, I'm sure head office would rather the reactor was in one piece.
I mean, I don't think you guys need to listen to it again, right? Unless you tell me that you need to memorize it to commit it to memory. You really want to have the second clip in.
As I was saying, like any reactor, it'll start melting down as soon as it's disconnected from its housing.
Does this get title cards for the differences in setup?
It
It will. See, the beginning, they always say the same thing. It's after, once you actually get it to start to work on the reactor, that it gets different. So it's that part that will get different.
Just cut a hole, pull it, and barge it. Just make sure you clear
I would skip ahead, but I'm afraid that I would lose the time where it is because doing this on no BS. So just have to be patient. Sorry, it'll be over in a few seconds.
Oh, and if you're having trouble finding everything, try using the systems mode of your scanner.
Although I'm gonna say this is more insufferable for me because I have listened to this passage like dozens upon dozens of times.
That reactor's coming out hot, Cutter. Get it on the barge, stat.
Okay, that's something specific about this tutorial too. The reactor will explode extraordinarily fast. It doesn't actually explode this fast normally. But for this tutorial, I think they really wanted to illustrate you should absolutely disconnect the whole thing if you want it to be like feasible. And when it explodes, no matter how far away from the explosion it is, you will die. I had the reactor explode like at the other side of the bay and still kill me. It wasn't the first death in that run actually, but the death will be
Next time, don't
better.
forget about the ECU and the thrusters. And always remember to clear a path. Just make sure you clear an extraction route before doing anything, Cutter. As soon as you release the thrusters and mess with the ECU...
So in this one, I actually free all of the ECU stuff before I continue doing anything. And also release a thruster. And then I still let it explode and kill me. Because Weaver will say something in regards to that.
Your vital signs have been lost. Please reboot your monitor.
This gun has a lot of nice explosions.
That's alright, Cutter. We'll try to... Hey.
Okay.
Okay, let's try this. Can you find some kind of rope?
You mean like a tether?
Rope? Like some kind of space rope? Alright.
I don't know what this exchange was, it's just so ridiculous.
You did good. Just make sure you clear an extraction route this time.
So this time around, again, I take out all of the coolant. And then I'm actually waiting because I can't remember for sure. I do disconnect it. Okay. Was had a competent ever question?
Thrusters and ECU is giving you a nice long controlled meltdown.
Yay.
You want to get it onto that barge right quick.
Okay, so this is a case when
That reactor's coming out hot, Cutter. Get it on the barge, stat. Well, I'll be.
actually I
Well
don't
done,
remember if
Cutter.
anything is different.
You
Yeah.
continue to impress. Now we just gotta work. Don't forget.
Okay, so in this case, the dialogue kind of gets jumbled up and they speak over each other. I tried it several times. This happens every single time. They just speak over each other. But this is the one case when you actually manage to salvage it, even though you haven't disconnected either the ECU or the thrusters.
About
Might be a bit loud. Shit, thank you.
the thrusters and ECU. Just got their mind on extraction. Next time is alright. We're done with training. We'll leave you be now. Great work today, Cutter. Weaver out.
I believe there's at least one more after that. Yeah, there is. There's always more. There's always more. See, there are so many variations of how you can do this one tutorial. And you've got the cut down version. Originally this was much, much longer.
Nice job, Cutter. Bought yourself some extra time with the reactor there. Now don't forget that getting both the thrusters and the ECU will trigger a controlled meltdown. Now send it to the barge stat and don't get yourself injured.
Too late for that. Already got injured. Already got zapped. I believe the lines are exactly the same if you repeat the process, but don't do DCU but instead the thruster. However, the lines should be different if you just get one of them, specifically the thruster, and then let the reactor explode.
Nice job, Cutter.
Yeah. Had to wait until it exploded, which took like at least a minute. But I think this one is the last one. This took so much time. I hate this whole section so much.
Come on now, Cutter. Just pull it and barge it. Real simple.
Yes, thank you, Hall.
This is training, Hal. Accidents happen.
I like that Weaver just
Nice work with those thrusters,
tries
Cutter.
to
Now
protect
don't
us
forget about
there.
the coolant
Gets
in the
defensive.
ECU. Now have at her.
Listen up, guys.
And we've moved
I
on.
got
We
something
finished the level 2 reactor tutorial. We can finally continue with the rest of the story. Hell yes!
Well, like.
Oh, are you leaving already?
I kind of like the way she says that line.
I went ahead and got you all clearance to use something that'll make you 10 times more efficient. Easy. 20 times.
Yeah, definitely not
You
over
ready?
exaggerating there.
Demolition charges. Spark free.
Mm-hmm.
These will cut through damn near anything.
Wait. Spark-free demo charges?
That sounds pretty cool, Mr. Rhodes.
And Kaido is just so... He's already saying
No
thanks.
way. Not a chance. Damn things aren't new. Hell, I've been vaporized by those stupid things plenty of times. Spark free. Things spark so much you could put one on a birthday cake.
Curazon, that's it.
He gets
on now, Hal.
so angry so
I'm
fast there.
revoking your privileges for external communications.
What about thrusters and
You-
pipes?
What?
Oh, because they don't cut through those. Right.
Yeah. No comms outside the station network. No more calls to Mars.
This is the part originally where where Hal lost all of the sympathy he could have garnered from me.
All
I
of
was
you
actually
need to
trying to
understand
kind of like
something.
him because
I represent the
I remember
company,
in
and you
AMA the
show
dev
me
said that
respect.
they actually try to
Got it?
make everyone kind of
Hal, let's
relatable
you
and
and I
to
sit
justify
down
his
and
reasons, so
talk
I was
about
trying to see
this.
his side.
That's all for now.
But that's just...
Let's get to work.
Dude, you don't go up and just suddenly cut someone off of their family just on a whim because they protested against
Shipbreaker.
something you imposed
You
on them
have
that was
one
not good for them.
incoming transmission waiting.
Because over the moment he said that to Dee Dee, I got lost in the hab there. I managed to do it. I feel like they expected Dee Dee to act more incredulous
Hey
and
folks, this
less sarcastic. I mean, if anything, more defiant maybe. With the energy that has shot back. Yet there is a bit of an energy problem in that interaction. But hopefully it will be completely fixed in the game. This is not the only section where the voice acting feels like it's a bit down. There is one in particular which I really want to see the new take on, because the current one is just I listened to it multiple times. Just
private channel. Dee Dee, you alright?
No, I'm not. Taking away my comm privileges? Family's probably worried as hell about me now.
I'm working on that, Dee Dee. I'll get your comms back.
will he though?
Is he actually allowed to do that?
He is. Didn't think he would, but he is.
Does he outrank you?
It's complicated, Lou.
Still think he'll be gone in a week, Dee Dee?
No, you don't get to be sarcastic about that part. That's just not the right moment to make that comment.
I'm gonna float over there and kick him straight out of the airlock.
Nice. If I got my hands on him, I would.
Alright,
Timing a bit
hold
up
up
there
now.
in the car.
Let's not get all fire and brimstone. We can still sort this out. Now,
Can
why
you?
don't we all just call it a day and get some shut-eye?
I do appreciate
get this up
Weaver's
tomorrow, all
positivity to some extent, but it does show a
Weaver.
certain amount of naivety. Naivete. Which he shares with Kaito and Lou, actually. The only one who's like completely done with everything at this point is Dee Dee. She basically has lost all hope, which is very sad to say.
I see you grabbed a demo charge license.
I sure
Great
did.
choice.
All right, Cutter. Now for some training on how to use...
Just chuck them down and light them up. Should see a big boost in efficiency.
Oh my god.
Hey, Cutter, I'm...
It's just, Han is like, buy upgrade, apply efficiency. This is how the real world works. Clearly.
patching through the operation manual for those things. Be careful, okay? Okay now, you sure your charge is in the right spot?
I didn't place it
Measure
yet, Weaver,
twice,
but
cut once,
this
Cutter.
is at that point that the
Now give that
dialogue
trigger a
triggers.
squeeze. Great job, Cutter. Now just make sure to clear the area.
That was so
before
not
detonating that
complicated.
bad boy.
Thank you for the great job comment. I intentionally got closer there. I mean, he tells you to stay out of the range, but
Lift off. See, Cutter? That's done.
Got a bit
I
of
kind of regret it now
for you
because
this morning.
the burning sound covers Weaver's voice, but at the same time, I thought that there would be another line. I should have retake that footage, but anyway.
52.
Well, I think we should talk this through a bit more before we...
Yeah, Joseph.
And you
Something
already
you'll
get
learn about
a
being a
new
manager.
tutorial.
Always be pushing your people.
And to be fair,
It's
there's
how
like
they grow.
at least 50% of the
Now I
story is
see so much
tutorials.
Confidence on this crew. I think it's time to bump everyone up a hazard
That's
level.
true. Weaver is
Hal,
like that, just
this
so
is
nice.
too soon. I really don't see eye to eye with you on this.
Well, sometimes you need an outside perspective on things.
Yeah, your outside
All right,
perspective
Joseph,
sucks.
Go ahead and train up 52 here when they're ready.
Sorry, Cutter. I'll help ease you into this. Let me know when you're ready to start training.
That's at a
Weaver
point
out.
where Hal is like, no tutorial. And Weaver is like, yes, tutorial. Anyway.
Cutter, gonna really need your full attention today. We're going over the power generator.
It's not that dangerous.
Hold up now. Training time has not been authorized.
Scrambling to catch the microphone.
We have quotas to meet.
Hal, power generators are highly hazardous.
Joseph, you gotta promote self-sufficiency in your team. Let 52 here hash it out.
Let them use a couple of clothes.
Nothing like a spare or two to let the
I
lesson
I
sink
was
in.
actually being ironic, but then he had to go and say that. I forgot about that part.
If we're not hitting quotas. Don't want to draw Ray Paulson's attention now, right? All right, Cutter. I'm adding some tasks for you to follow for this shift only. Just make sure you pull them fuses before going for the power generator.
So here, this exchange implies that Weaver is not going to give us any guidance for the rest of this, as far as discovering the power generator
Air
goes.
lock pressure levels dropping.
But then, it still happens, and why do I still have this inside the video? Oh my god, I need to cut this down. 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 28 minutes, and there you go. No, it just got written into the subconscious. Yeah.
There's one of them fuses, Cutter. See them
See,
blinking
now he's
red
talking
lights?
again.
Yeah. Wait till they're off, and then pull the release lever. Wow. Now don't forget to salvage that fuse.
I don't do it first because I want
there
to
it
trigger
is.
all the lights
The
of
power
dialogues
generator.
here.
Now these beauties carry a heck of a charge, so be extra careful or you'll be fried to a crisp. See those lights round it? Red means you need to
I was
disconnect
amazed
more
when that was
fuses
implemented.
before pulling this beast
Oh
out.
my god, red lights, green lights. Also, you specifically salvage the last one wrong. Or I don't.
Gave
Yeah, I do.
yourself a serious joke there, huh, Cutter? The timing takes practice. Find another and give it a go.
It
And
was my
remember,
last one, so no,
wait
but...
for the red lights to be off.
And then they are.
A safe pull. Well done, Cutter.
And he keeps talking. Hal
The red
told him
should
not
be
to,
a breeze.
but he keeps talking.
Just place it on the old barge.
There's something peaceful about seeing salvage going into the barge.
You secured your first power generator.
Oh, and then we see what happens if you just don't do it properly.
That thing's surging like hell. Must have missed a fuse. Keep your distance and get it to the barge. ASAP.
It's kind of a nice
Hello,
tutorial because
Shipbreaker.
that's the only way you
You
can
have
really mess it
one
up.
incoming
And that means there are so
transmission
many
waiting.
less lines about it.
Hey, are you all around? Seriously, what is with this guy? I honestly can't tell if he's a sociopath or just incompetent.
Oh, he's definitely incompetent at least.
Extremely intimidating.
Kaito is
Do
precious
you
and needs
folks
to be
think we might
protected.
want to reach out for some support?
What kind of support you thinking?
Like, technical support?
Kaito is precious and
No,
needs
Kai,
to be
the
protected.
Union.
I get why you think you want that kid, but you don't. Trust me.
I wonder what past
You're
experience
talking about
Dee Dee has
bringing
had
the
with
union stuff
Uni.
here?
Because that one sentence implies that she's run into them and that, like, interesting backstory maybe?
Let me handle it, folks, please.
Weaver, with all due respect, you're not
Weaver,
handling this
no
right.
disrespect, but this is turning into something
Oh my
much
god, I said the
bigger
same
than
thing
our
we
little
did.
crew here. The union might help us report this as an official complaint, or maybe mediate a discussion, or...
Clowns, I don't think I can agree with that because overall, even if you, that's more depth, but that's like, you need to work longer, but efficiency-wise, this doesn't work. I'm sorry if the sound is weird. I'm readjusting myself in my seat, so I'm getting closer and further away from the mic. Give me a second. Breaking the ships could be secondary to the new clones. How so? It doesn't actually bring profit. It brings more debt, yes, but it doesn't create any income for the company. If anything, a new clone means more investment. The only way it works is like if they're actively paying, and how they actively pay is by salvaging the ships. And Gope is right, they also don't need to do that. If anything, it's like a sinking into your into their resources. Yeah, it brings more debt, but like a company like that cannot simply work on having their employee like deep in debt. If they sit around all day and do nothing and just rack up debt, that is not income into their pocket, right? I'm a bit loud. Sorry. I'm just being loud in general. That's just me.
I'm gonna take care of y'all, same as I always have, okay? Just go on.
Yes, Daddy
Give
Weaver.
them 40 winks, all right? Y'all take care.
Rise and shine, 52. Let's have a chat.
Hal, we agreed we wouldn't change anyone's workload without talking to...
Did we? I think you might have suggested it at one point.
Which basically
But
means
here's
fuck
the thing.
you.
I'm looking at the reports, and this crew just still isn't quite hitting the targets.
What are the targets?
Yeah, this is the part that we were talking about. His image is like very angry there. But he's not actually like his voice isn't quite there yet. Hi, Lunchtime Media, welcome to the stream. Well, the employees should keep their debt as long as possible to get proficient at shipbreaking, and then all the employee could be just one clone shipbreaker that's super efficient. Yeah, except for the 1% problem that goes with the cloning. I think that's the reason why they have more than just one person, because yeah, if it gets corrupted, then the whole operation falls through. And also, I think there would be some kind of public outrage if it was just all the same clones. Although the theory that your same clone could be present in various places has been pointed as a possibility. There's laws against that in universe. I haven't read all the text, so I couldn't know that. We'd have to ask the lore master. Yeah, I mean, I guess if there's no law in universe, it's kind of a plot hole. Several people have pointed out, like, you could totally do that, and yeah, you could.
Well, they're higher than this, so we need to bump everyone up a level again.
Wait, we just did that. We just raised them.
Look, this team is good.
Yeah, Weaver's
You need to
acting
give
here
good
needs, well,
salvage
Trey,
to a
he
good
doesn't
team.
exactly
And for you, 52,
give all the anger that is in the
means
portrait,
you'll be
so.
on to
Radiation.
But he's just defeated.
That's right. Nothing major. You're getting lots of it out there in space already. Joseph, show them the ropes when they're ready. Let's go, team.
Yeah, I think Weaver, I think anger is kind of a hard emotion to convey when you're not a professional actor.
You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Also, sorry if I become bunching up my words even more. I'm starting to get a bit tired.
52, it's Hal.
Ah, yes, a little heart to heart.
You know, in a lot of ways, you and I are the same. Came from Earth, hard worker, doing the real grunt work. You could be wearing my uniform someday, making decisions. That's a precious opportunity, you know, and it's hard. Harder than shipbreaking, to be honest. You know, in this position, you gotta make the tough calls. Big picture stuff. You're gonna hurt people.
I am
You're gonna make them angry.
not taking tomorrow
sad,
off because I have
scared,
Thursday and Friday off.
even
So,
cry. But you
yeah.
gotta do it. It's the job. One bad move and boom! Right back down to where you came from. But yeah, I like you. You're not a troublemaker.
See,
Troublemaker spoil.
this is the spot where they try to make him like a bit more human by saying, I'm taking the huge decision, the tough calls. You can make people cry. You don't really like it, but you do. And then okay, but it completely goes conflicting with all the other shit that you're doing where you're just an incompetent fool. I think there's a little bit of a dissonance there. Either he's not genuine here, but I don't think of him as smart enough to pull that sort of shit. So I don't know. On holiday, I don't remember what kind of event, but everybody gets a vacation on Thursday, and then there's like, since it's already on Thursday, everybody also takes Friday off, something. Anyway, lots of free time to play the game when it comes out. Hey guys, did you hear the launch date is tomorrow?
Well, everything if you let them. Keep doing what you're doing and don't let them spoil you, 52.
You're spoiled.
Stay on the straight and narrow, and I'll be sure to mention you in my final report.
Oh my god.
See you around.
I could
Ciao.
get a mention on your final report. Well, that changes everything. I mean, how could I resist this offer, really?
Cutter, wanted to check in with you about Hal.
I think this is the part that is
Listen,
heaviest
background where I grew up,
story-wise.
you cross paths with all kinds of creatures.
Which is to say, less tutorials.
Possums, coyotes, bears. And once in a while, you find yourself nose to nose with a bobcat. A bobcat's an unpredictable creature. A scared one's just as likely to fight tooth and nail as it is to scamper away.
See, they're trying to
Now, Hal
put that perspective again on Hal,
is
but
terrified
I don't think it
of not
quite
measuring
fits.
up to the rest of us, of failing, of losing his status. And he's fixing for a fight, driven by that fear inside him. The thing is,
I mean, it is true that
Bobcat's
it doesn't
just
look like he
another
wants to
animal.
lose his job.
And Hal, he's only human. You understand
But
his
I'm
fear.
only
You can
human.
reason with
And
him.
I bleed when I fall
So
down.
I'm working on
Sorry.
taming our local wildcat. Now you stay strong, and we'll be through this soon enough. I'll see you out there, Cutter.
Hey, Rook. Lots going on, huh?
Ah, yes.
I hope you're doing okay.
This is the one segment where I think Lou's voice is kind of it needs a redo. This is the one segment where I go, yeah, this part is definitely kind of off, and I would like to see what the actor makes of it, cause like after listening to it repeatedly, I'm sorry, but it's just it doesn't quite stick.
I've been checking in with the others too. Everyone's pretty spooked right now. You know, I've been wondering if it'd be better for me to keep my head down. I'm tired. And I can't tell how much I'm risking my future or risking others. Sometimes it feels like nobody else is really on the same side. Like I'm
Which is
the only
side.
one trying.
I'm trying.
Like it might not be worth all the energy and risk. Anyway, just my thoughts for today. See you in the yard. Lou out.
The way she's finishing her sentences just doesn't quite convey the emotion behind the words, I think.
Hey there,
Oh yeah.
it's just, the pressure's really getting to me.
Everybody's so
Feels
stressed.
Like when I was just a kid. You heard about the Kuril Islands? It's like hell there. We escaped when I was maybe 5. Crossing the ocean in those tiny boats was the scariest 2 weeks of my life. You've no idea. We got so close, we could see Pacifica, but this storm comes in, flips all of us over. I just remember sinking deeper and deeper. The water closing in all around me, and that's what this feels like. I guess
Fucking
that's why I'm
Railgate.
such a screw up. I'm not built to carry all this weight.
Trying really hard, as in, like, he's trying really hard to be better as a character, or do you mean the voice actor? Also, the railgate fires non-fucking stop in the middle of lines with the characters. It's just Oh my god, please, I'm trying to record something. Will you please just wait until they're done? I think they need to calculate it so that the railgate doesn't trigger for like the first X minutes while there's still a possibility of dialogue. The voice actor is being extra dramatic. I don't think it doesn't work in this case. It seems okay to me in this passage.
Anyways, thanks for listening, Cutter.
But it's kind of a dramatic story. Tiny bit dramatic, you know?
Watch out now. You're gonna want to be a touch more delicate with it.
Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit. I'm so sorry.
Kato, what in the hell are you doing?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Rhodes. Sir,
Actually, I think
Okay,
Kato,
please stop.
there's not a single moment where I think
I need to hear this from you.
the actor,
You have received
like,
full shipbreaker
sounds
training,
weird.
yes, I have. These ships are...
I don't know, I don't go telling my coworkers about the dramatic story generally. I haven't had this experience a lot, sometimes.
are different. They're more complicated.
So you want to be trained on every single ship that might possibly show up in the yard.
Not to be a bitch there, but there aren't that many ships. I mean, considering all the variation is like 30 ships, but you don't get any more than that. So, yeah, he could get trained on every single one of them. And also, the company would lose less money because every time they destroy something, that's profit that they're not making.
What about just basic problem-solving skills? Honestly, Kato, I'm a little surprised you're even here. Hal,
Yeah.
come on now. In management, we have a saying: disagree and commit. You can disagree with the decision, but you must commit once it's been made.
I absolutely hate that quote because, like, maybe you don't agree with my decision, but fuck you, is what disagree and commit means in this in the way he's saying it. That's basically it. I hate it. I hate it.
I may say disagree with your place
Yeah.
here, Kato.
He has a Canadian accent because he keeps apologizing. Oh, hey, look, it's our old friend the railgate, ready to trigger in the middle of a line again.
But you are a link. I am committed to that. Are you committed, Kato?
Yes.
Are you proposing to him?
Well, what are you waiting for? Get back in there and try it again. I hope you're rested there, Kato. Don't want a repeat of yesterday.
The way he enunciated?
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Rhodes. Let's practice some on-the-fly problem solving.
Welcome back, Geeky.
Go get that reactor.
Yeah, this reactor is so different.
What did we say about disagree and commit? Commit
That is fucking
to the
stupid.
reactor.
Yes, I just need a minute.
Don't rush now, Kai.
Like, it's typical. I do not admit that anyone questions my orders, even if my orders are fucking stupid.
Don't mess it up 2 shifts in a row.
Okay. I've got it.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Oh, I hate it when I predict what they're gonna say.
Back out of there quick, like.
No.
It's melting down.
My brain's been washed by all those lines.
Shoot.
I'm sorry.
Fellas, you just vaporized a highly valuable object.
See, he's not happy about the destruction of objects.
You've been pushing my crew.
And fucking railgate again.
Insufficient training of our team.
I swear for this section it just appears
You're the
every
one
5
breaking
seconds.
protocol and making us skip training. Don't talk to me about protocol. Someone's got to foot the bill for screw-ups like this.
I'll be more
It's not the
careful
only
next
thing that will
time.
be embedded
You
in my
could
head.
just have this to my dad.
Oh, I already have, kid. Now, I
I-
want you to punch out.
I feel Kato so bad. There was that one time, one of my first jobs, where I managed to mess up, and there was a 50 euro hole in in the money, because I was dealing with money at the front, and I immediately went, I'm so sorry, take that off my pay. I can reimburse it if needed. And just, I immediately went to that because I was so sorry about it. I mean, that was kind of covered. That kind of mistake was covered. The whole thing, they managed it, but like, man.
So you and I can have a one-on-one discussion. Yes, sir. So right.
I did not rip a hole in a 50 euro bill. Okay. I was a cashier, and somehow the clients overall just got away with not paying 50 euro because there was a hole of 50 euro in the cash total. There we go. Yes, difference in the total account. So
You can carry on. Kate, and
yeah,
I need to talk.
I'm not good with numbers. I hate them. Like spending 4 hours in a row just counting numbers and stuff. I hated it so much. I never want to be a cashier again.
Cutter, I need to talk.
Oh my god,
Shadow's
dude,
been
what
up
you do?
here going on 2 years now.
Whatever.
Kid can't hit the broadside of a gecko. You
You can't hit the broadside of a gecko. But geckos are so small. They're little lizards. They're so cute. Why would you want to hit them?
seen how he is. But you know
Oh
what?
my god, go.
You tell him, Kai, you need to scan before you cut. And he says, yes, sir, I will.
I'm sorry, extra
And you
magic
had
cat.
that
Numbers aren't my friend. I can't remember them right, and it screws over all of my calculations.
conversation 100 times. And you know that every time he says that, yes, sir, I will, you know he means it. Did
Strong
I put him
daddy
in this
weaver
position?
energy here towards Kato.
Should I have set him on his way years ago? 22 years with Lynx. Don't even know what a lame old dog like me would do other than this. I'm blabbering on. What I wanted to say, Cutter, about the
Surrender.
bobcat and whatnot, I may be wrong about that.
You might be, Weaver. I'm sorry. I believe
Weaver.
you are, yes. We are reaching the end of Act 2. But not of the video.
Morning, folks. Let's focus in and have a productive day now.
Oh, he's so defeated.
You good?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kaito and I had a real good heart-to-heart yesterday. Right, Kai? Yep. All good.
So what's the punishment? Docked pay? A formal write-up? No sugar cubes for a month?
Nothing. No punishment. Kai and I just
Oh
needed
man,
to
I'm
talk
getting so
mano
sleepy.
a mano.
What does that even mean?
Keep mouthing off, Steiner, and you'll find out. Okay?
Threats, wonderful.
Well, I'm glad y'all figured it out. Let's just get back to work.
A mano is a hand.
Airlock pressure level.
No wait, a mano is a... Wait, did he get that wrong?
You have.
Did he like say hand to hand when he meant to say man to man?
One. Incoming
Or is that
transmission
Spanish?
waiting.
I'm so confused now.
Rook, you hearing me? What happened with Kaito was complete garbage. Roach is always doubling down, pushing him. The only thing worse than corporate suits are low-level bootlickers like him. He's an insecure rat. Even
I guess
Weaver
so,
seems
Kuben.
to have given up fighting for us. Even he's not safe from that snake.
Hey,
It's
no,
like
let's
what's
not
happening,
use words
and
we'll
from what I
regret.
see, none of us are safe.
It's
We need
Spanish?
to do
Okay, I feel
something.
silly now.
The other stations don't have it much better either. This kind of thing
English
is going down
translation Spanish?
everywhere.
Common saying? Okay.
I'm not gonna stand by and let them kick us around like
That doesn't translate
this
well,
anymore.
I'm sorry.
We deserve better. Keep you posted. Blue out.
She's about to do something real stupid.
Listen up, y'all.
Y'all.
I'm a little nervous to bring this up, but I can't take Rhodes' crap anymore. It's clear that none of us are safe.
You're not talking about this union stuff again, are you?
You bet I am. What other option do we have?
Lou, no. How? No. I've seen these movements come and go, kid. They don't change a thing except get us regular folks into even more trouble.
Yeah, hold up now. You sure about this, Lou?
Ooh, he's
Sure
getting
as one can
convinced.
be, Weaver. He's even coming after you. You know that. After all you've done for them,
Yeah,
Can't
kind of
get into
is.
any more trouble.
I gotta agree.
none of this is your fault. They're supposed to protect us.
He's trying really hard.
But the only thing they care about is their bottom line. So we need to hit them where it hurts.
Hold your damn horses, Lou. What are you suggesting?
It's called industrial action. Look around you. We're expendable.
Not the same
We have
meaning,
no
House.
say
Thank you
in
for
our
correcting.
futures. When our human rights aren't being given, we need to take them.
I admire your fire, kid, but this is too much. I can't risk this. I got family to look after. I'm out.
I need to think about this some more. But I appreciate that you care, Lou.
Damn it.
They're just scared, Lou.
Ah,
I know
yeah,
where
that's
you're
true.
coming from.
Then
but
you
is
are
this
forgiven,
really
Clowns.
the right thing to do? Dang, Lou, I gotta go. How's coming up? I'll talk soon.
Are they like in the same
Well,
space or something?
look,
Can he like smell
There has
Hal?
to be a point where enough
touch
is
him?
enough, and this is mine.
He definitely shouldn't. Like,
I
that
wanted
sounds like
them
a
on board, but we can
biohazard.
get support elsewhere. I'll contact the union tomorrow, and I hope you'll be with us when it counts. Lou out.
Gather up, fellas, gather up.
Ah, there we
I've
go.
got
That's the
something to share
end
with
of
you all.
Act 2.
A real treat.
Hold up. Where's Lou at?
Where's
We'll
Lou
come
at?
to that. Now, I'm gonna read a message I acquired last night.
The game does not need an option to smell Hal.
To
No.
group undisclosed.
No, why would you? No.
As has been occurring in
No one wants
salvage
that.
yards across the colonies, our team has been struggling with an administrator who is oppressive, petty, and cruel.
You don't get to ban one of my mods.
This official puts our safety at risk and assaults the mental health and well-being of our team. These clear tactics of oppression are being used to undermine the strength and will of our crew. We need to show Lynx and the world that we are not without power, and we will no longer tolerate
Ah, those
being
little
treated as
slimy
less than
beings
human.
without any powers. He's
Industrial
thinking.
action would show Lynx that we control
Don't
the
insult
means of their
cheese.
profit. Action is hope. Solidarity is strength. Your colleague in solidarity, Lou, Carnegie Station.
Where's Lou?
Heading back where she belongs.
You've gone way out of line here, Hal. This is my crew.
Does
and
he
I say
smell
who
good, Hal?
stays and who goes.
She smelled. She
Save it,
smelled
Joseph.
that. She signed that.
I've shared all this with headquarters. And now,
She-
I've got one last thing. A message from Ray Paulson
Oh
herself.
shit! What did I do?
So I strongly encourage you all
I misclicked.
to pay
Okay.
attention.
I think she signed that as like so that her message has more strength for everyone to know who she was. Also, don't suggest he smells like crap. That would be unfair. Yes, exactly. They'll all smell like sweat. I mean, what does sweat smell like though? Maybe no.
To all
Clowns,
employees
no.
of Link Salvage Division, this is an important update on our effort to safeguard you from predatory union organizers.
Predatory.
We have
Damn.
received disturbing information of a plan to commit a terrible act of violence by this group. In these drastic times, it is our duty to take drastic measures. For this, we turn to Clause 19C of your work agreement. Clause 19C stipulates that anything produced by Link's equipment is the sole property of Lynx Corporation.
So now we are complete
Most
slaves.
importantly, this
Like,
clause applies to the genetic
not even
assets
hiding
produced
it.
by our Everwork technology, otherwise known as spares. Beginning today, Lynx Corporation will immediately assume control of all individual rights and liberties of its employees.
I think so too.
This will allow us to greatly restrict the spread of union
Well, to be fair,
activity.
she
and
has less
protect
emotional
our precious workforce.
work to do,
You entrusted yourself
and
to us.
she doesn't
and
appear as
we
much as the
will
other
keep you
characters.
safe from harm. Thank you.
So like, pretty serious implications for
This
Act
is
3 there.
ludicrous.
Like, what do you
First
do
push the hazard levels
once
on.
you're basically owned? Not in dialogue. Yeah, she's
Then
monologuing. She's evil. She's got monologues.
you stop us from training. You take Dee Dee's comms away. You bully Kaido. Lou disappears. And now this? Now this is beyond...
It's all right there in your contract, Joseph. Now, as your corporate representative...
As your slave master.
Curazon, your financial account with New Manila Credit is being turned over to Lynx. Recurring transfers there will be stopped immediately. 52. That vehicle parked outside your hab is now Lynx property. I've sent a tug to retrieve it.
No. You can't do that. That was my personal property and I gave that to...
Now I'm gonna say the actual name of the character because we don't get to know that. But Perfect Cat, but also... I forgot the point I was gonna make.
Muted.
Oh yeah, this is the part where he just completely stops pretending to be polite, doesn't he? Like if he starts like muting us, like I don't know, I kind of feel like this is even more of a sign of his power tripping because he takes direct action for the the main communication that we've had with all those characters since the beginning. Yeah, the name of the cutter, like your actual name. Nobody ever says it. Everybody gives you a nickname. 52, Cutter, Rook, Newbie in Dee Dee's case, even though we haven't heard her say that yet in this video, because later.
Don't think I haven't seen you scrounging parts on the job, 52. That's theft, kiddo.
Something that he says even if you don't scrounge parts.
Please, my family, please.
Okay, that part is like not convincing enough, but like, poor Dee Dee.
Look, this is all temporary. Just till this union stuff gets sorted. Disagree and commit, people. Now, since we're down a person, you're all gonna have to pick up the slack. Chop chop, folks. These ships aren't breaking themselves.
And we're gonna break you while you break them.
Roads out.
And the end, except it's not actually the end because I decided for this video that I was gonna put all of the clips that there are of random events, like bundle up together for characters. I'm gonna be redoing this video once the game comes out, but this time with the new VA. I will be taking a break before I do that because, oh my god, my sanity. But once I do that, I think I will parse the little clips everywhere so that they come more naturally. But right now we're gonna get them per character. I believe there are 4 to 6 per character. I can't remember exactly. But also this is the part where I kind of messed up in the ordering of my things. So don't worry if you see the image change very rapidly. I'm just searching on the timeline. Like, here it's kind of easy because it's the beginning, but like later I'll have to move it a bit more.
Hey there, fellas. Thought I'd share some words of wisdom.
Starting with Hal's.
This is from Megan Ray Paulson's book, Owning the Future. You should read it. Okay, focus. Focus is the brawn of the mind.
If this was a dating sim,
Is power.
getting all of those scenes would be maxing out the relationship with each of the characters.
Focus on what you want to achieve. Let nothing deter you and you will succeed. Focus is achievement. Incredible.
What does that even mean?
So let's focus up out there, yeah? Let's achieve, people.
You never know, Fubang. also Hal is not the only one to have those, but also every single one of his lines, except for one scene where he interacts with somebody else, every single one of them is about like managerial, motivational bullshit. It's God. I mean, maybe somebody somewhere found it inspirational. I don't want to diss on those. Like, power to you, imaginary person that probably doesn't exist.
Efficiency is a measure of discipline. Productivity is a measure of skill. Output is a measure of drive.
You lost me at efficiency.
Discipline, drive, skill, effort,
Best words.
ambition, strategy, autonomy, integrity, positivity, innovation. I
Innovation!
hope what I'm saying is clear. Roads out.
No, you're not clear. Dude. Okay, I had to include the little nod
Good
there, just
morning,
no.
shipbreakers. I was thinking about all of you last night, and something came to mind. This is a quote from one of history's greatest managers, a fella named Jonathan Rockefeller. Good management consists of showing average people how to do the work of superior people. You got it. Weaver, that's a good one for you. Maybe you write it down or something.
It's so insulting. I kind of zone out every time you start speaking, to be honest. I can't imagine I would be listening to him. Oh, thank you, Fubank. Yes, I will hydrate.
Skill is innovation. If one cannot innovate, they must move aside for those who can. So true, so
Thanks.
true. Even you guys out there in your day-to-day, how are you innovating? How are you changing the face of salvaging? Or do you need to move aside?
What do you mean move
Think
aside?
about it.
What do you mean move aside? You move aside.
I'm not feeling great today, guys.
Oh, what a shame.
I'll be honest, I'm looking at the reports, and this operation could do so much better. When I look at all of you, I see some very talented, hardworking, and extremely capable bodies. The problem is your minds. You're getting in your own way, tripping up on your individual wants and needs. Embody the company mind. Think of yourself as a physical extension of Lynx Corporation. That's how we'll succeed. Okay? Tomorrow, everyone take 5 before the start of the shift and really become part of the company, yeah? Roads out. Listen up, people. Want to tell you something I was told
He just
early in
never
my
shuts up.
career.
I'm just waiting patiently until his clips are done.
But the mistake's still there, just covered up. The only way to truly fix a mistake is to not allow it to happen in the first place.
That is so toxic of a mentality though, like, you must be perfect at all time. You are not allowed any mistakes. You will not be forgiven. You can't just cover up your mistake. It will always be there. You can't fix it if you make it. If you make it, you're broken. It's just all of that. It's such toxic bullshit. It's, oh God.
I hope you're taking that in. You can't truly fix a mistake, so let's just avoid them to begin with. Okay? No mistakes. Now go get them, kids.
Fuck off. Just fuck off, dude.
Alright, kids.
I think this one is the last
I
one.
wanna try
Finally.
Back in the 21st century, some of the most successful leaders...
Hi Glyph, welcome to the stream. And welcome to your tree member parties. Long time no see.
...to their management style. We're gonna try something called yoga.
I am super rusty because now I realize I didn't give a shout out to Freakload earlier, and I completely forgot to give a shout out to Glyph. So if there's a mod around that can do that, but actually I should just. I'm gonna do that first for Freakload. I'm sorry, I forgot to do that, and one for you too, Glyph. Let's go. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth to Sister Generation. What is this game? Thank you for trying those.
focus on your breathing, okay?
I'm in the middle of moving a suit, so no.
Okay.
Also not the best voice acting, but this is really hard to
In
act.
through the nose.
Sega is an anime. What the hell?
I'm drifting.
You're not listening, Lou. In through the nose now.
The important question though is this fun? Also, I feel like by talking I'm ruining the scene. This is a weird stream to be having.
It's hot. It's hot.
And out through the mouth.
No, it hot.
Clearly not a lot of leadership potential in you, Lou.
Oh, thank God. Both you psychopaths.
We'll try this again another time, when tempers aren't so high.
I just want to say I don't know how he could do this and not realize what he's doing. Like how could one be so blinded themselves? So did you have fun during the stream, Glyph? I hope I didn't leave any doubles in there because there are definitely doubles.
Hey, Dee Dee, I always meant to ask, did you like living in New Manila? Is it, like, similar to living on Earth?
Guess so.
How about the weather? Or, like, I guess it's artificial mostly, right?
Kaito is precious and must be
You know,
protected.
I miss sunsets, like on Earth, a lot.
Yeah.
Kaito? Maybe Leda? Huh?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Dee Dee.
It's all right, kiddo. Not much of a talker over here.
Maybe one day with a few beers, huh?
She's just obsessed with beers, that Lou. I say the way I arrange the clips for the characters is I try to keep like a progression of like the most compelling ones to the end, or in Hal's case, the one that has the most happening at the end. Oh, it's just a chill time. Need that in a moment. Well, I hope it's not because everything is kind of hectic, and I hope you're okay. Get back into HSP who haven't played in ages. Well, you're fortunate to have just escaped the spoiler part of the stream if you were trying to avoid the spoilers. We are reaching the end of this soon. And yeah, 1.0 comes out tomorrow, so it's a good time to go back into it and discover all the new voice actor. Right now we're listening to the old voice actors, like quote unquote one last time before the launch of the game.
Hey, Phoebe? Why don't you tell us more about your family?
Don't like talking about him too much. No offense. Just here to do my job. That thing's kind of private to me, you know?
You never know. It might feel good to open up, no?
Gotta keep work and life separate, kid. Shipbreakers come and go, and I'll spare myself the heartbreak. This work's just not for everybody. Had this young cutter around a few years back. Jaina.
I'm not gonna open up, but here's my backstory.
Nope, it sure ain't worth it to open up.
Oh, except she doesn't actually go into details. I really like DD too.
What's it like to work with animals? I always wanted to get into it.
It's tough work, kiddo.
Harder than shipbreaking?
Well, no.
The more we progress to those clips, the more I'm trying to find stuff where she actually does open up.
Ah, that's so cool. Yours doesn't get fresh meat, just the fake stuff.
Yeah, even on Earth,
Subsequent
it's only
sensational
really for rich
shipbreaking
people.
style streams.
Mr. Tucker, the owner, was about as useful as
Go.
a steering wheel on a
Don't
mule.
insult the
No
animals.
clue how to run a ranch. Was mostly my family keeping things going, but Tucker cut corners too much. Raising cattle on Mars is just a damn tricky thing. So we ended up struggling to even keep them alive.
That sounds fascinating. And also a little sad.
Sure wasn't pleasant near the end, kiddo.
Terrible whistling.
Huh?
I know because I also whistle terribly.
What? Why? What's wrong?
You don't know? It's bad luck.
Bad luck? Why is it bad luck?
It just is. Damn newbies.
That's just silly superstition, no?
I read that as sloth instead. No.
What's next? Salvaging 7 of the same type of object in a row?
Wait, is that bad luck?
Dee Dee, that's ridiculous. You listen to me, kiddo. I've been doing this job for 17 years. Seen a lot of bad
She's
stuff
been
in my
around
day.
for a while.
When I'm telling you, you don't whistle, don't process 7 of the same object in a row, and don't look at the moon while inside a ship. You
I've
really
done
need
that
to
one,
listen.
definitely.
All right. No more whistling. We got it.
Has everybody noted the rules? Has everybody memorized them?
Dang it! I'm really looking forward to buying another tether strength upgrade.
I think they changed that part of the lore clones. You know how at the beginning, the first version, we had a specific cutter that left the yacht, and that's how you had spot Sullivan? That's no longer in it. Yeah, actually, when I say I took all the dialogue from before 1.0, I mean specifically 0.7, because there's a bunch of it that got cut out. So I think they changed that into, you know, they add fees on top of fees, and so you never got out. And that's probably what happened to Dee Dee too, where she can't get out because of all the fees. Also, she's sending half of her money to New Manila, so that doesn't really help.
These ones are really slowing me down.
Back in my days.
Back
we
in my
didn't even
days.
have 'em. Hell, beam-based grapple wasn't a thing neither.
Whoa, really? How did you move salvage?
High tensile cables, hand placed. Also had concussive charges. Dangerous and very slow to work with.
Deaths were a lot more common those days. More
Oh yeah, that's
common?
true too, Fubang. Likely.
That's impressive, actually. You two should show us how it was done in the old days sometime.
Sure thing, kid.
She can be warm
Hey,
sometimes.
Dee, do you ever remember Iron Hands Romanov?
Agrafina? You bet I do.
Is that like a cutter you've worked with?
Well, not exactly. She's more like a
I feel like this would have been a good opportunity to name drop more people from the
She was
community.
so strong, she could pull panels apart with
But
her
they
bare
didn't.
hands.
That sounds not real.
Well, that may be, but there was an Agrafina Romanov in the records, so there must be something to it. In fact, there are more cutter legends out there.
Yeah, I heard of Ninam, the original Bergen.
Thank you for the lurk again. Oh, no, sorry, your name is Purple, not the same person. Thank you for the lurk, Glyph. And yeah, you take your rest, you enjoy, you sit back, and you relax. And thank you.
Blame her, really. I don't even
And
know
thank you
what
for the
spare I
raid.
want.
That's okay, Kaido.
Just gonna-
That's what they're there for, after all.
And go check her out. She's
You're not
great.
going around doing all the stupid newbie things, are ya?
Oh no, I would never,
Going
Dee
around
Dee.
trying to be
Speedrunning?
best out
Nah.
there, it'll kill you real quick. Counting your spares ain't as cool as you think.
Instead, I'm counting
And here's a
spares.
tip. Keep a diary. They say the memory transfer to the spare is flawless, but I've heard otherwise. Oh, and never pee in your suit. Trust me. Just don't.
See, she does care. She gives you good advice, like don't pee in your suit.
Poutine with a fetal crunch.
What?
I-
John Burian
okay, but
chicken
he's what? There was kind of perfect though.
if I was rich. Now you know what? A gooey cricket pizza with real cheese.
Drifted off again there, Kai?
Oops. Hey Weaver. Sorry. Yeah. I'll get back to it.
No need to apologize. The food is sorely hurting up here. Believe you me, I know. Didn't realize how good I had it back when I was clam fishing Earthside.
Clam fishing.
Oh, I'd kill for a clam stew right about now.
You used to fish for clams? I remember reading about clams.
Implying clams aren't around anymore.
Yeah, the work was mighty arduous for sure. But a warm bowl of clam stew was a nice break from the usual grub I was brought up on. Maybe one day we can all grab a bowl together.
I love that. Thanks, Weaver.
You bet, kiddo.
Yeah, meanwhile Lou will be drinking her beer. He has his beetle crunch poutine, and Weaver will
Man,
have the
I
clams.
don't know about all of you, but ghost ships really creep me out.
I mean, they're not really ghost ships, Kai. Just a malfunctioning AI. Nothing to be afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so sure. They give me a really weird feeling, especially with that high-pitched scream when you cut them.
Wait, what scream?
Yeah, like when you cut them.
When you cut it.
What are you talking about?
I'm
When you
really
cuddle
confused
them?
right now. You're not hearing this? Are you messing with me?
I swear, Kai, we're not messing with you.
You're hearing it too, Cutter, right? Right?
I have no words
It's
to
just
say.
a lot of superstition around these things. Like Lou said, just a pile of old AI tech. Nothing more.
Hmm.
Hey, Cutter. You're from Earth, right? Do you ever miss it? know
I
it's
think
a rough
Kaito is the
place
most
and
sensible of the
hot
group.
as hell during the day, but there's still
By
this
sensible,
kind of
I mean sensitive. Sorry.
beauty to
Bad
it.
translation.
I don't know. Space is cool, don't get me wrong. I just miss the colors at sundown, you know? Right before the dark swallows the world. Or the feeling of the ocean breeze on your cheeks. The moon just, like, dancing across the water between all the rusted buildings. Could you imagine living in the early 21st century?
I definitely can.
What a
Can you
dream.
guys, can you imagine
was
living
so
in the
much.
early 21st century?
Anyways, I gotta get back to this ship. Have a good one, fellow Earthling.
You doing okay, Kai?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Thinking, I
just
guess.
breathing in comes.
Looking at Earth, hard to imagine how much life used to live on it.
Can't fixate on the past, kid. Nothing we can do to reverse the mess of that place.
Yeah. You know, if my life had been different, I wouldn't be up here. I'd be doing something with animals. Well, nature in general. Maybe an ecologist or a biologist. Not sure what they do, but I think I'd like it.
A
Just
potato?
imagine
What?
Earth must have been like a couple hundred years ago. Full of life.
Animal husbandry ain't quite the same, but it might scratch that itch. Something to consider at least when you finish here.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Dee Dee. I'll keep that in mind.
See, they have a
when I
whole
finish.
arc. They both like animals. They both talk about working with animals. It's kind of cute.
Hey, Kai, you're up here to help your family, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
tragic backstory
So much,
coming.
Sam. You can buy citizenship in Pacifica, but it costs a ton.
That's so good of you.
Yeah, it's tough. There's 5 of us. My Sobo, Dad, Mom, little sis Marlena, and myself. Well, there should actually be 6. Lost my older sis, Makoto, a few years ago. She's the one who should be here. She applied, even got accepted. But then she got sick. Real sick. And, yeah, non-citizens can't get care.
Ah, Railgate prepping up. Gonna
Here
ruin
I
the
am.
footage again.
Kai, I'm so sorry. I didn't know about your sister.
It's okay. You actually remind me a lot of her, Lou.
Oh, Kai, I know. We've got your back.
Why would you shut them up?
Lou?
I think that's at least the fourth times that the Railgate has screwed me over in this video.
Hey, Rook. Just thought I'd check in with you. You got family back on Earth? My old man's stuck on the Earth platform. It was rough growing up there. Hard to even get by. Folks grasping at whatever work they can just to survive. Like my mom. She had to leave to
Nope,
work off
you
station
just
when I
gotta
was 4.
play, Hubang.
I hardly know her. She's basically remarried now. My dad's a miner. He always hoped he'd be
Sorry, Lou, I'm interrupting your tragic backstory because I want to explain that part. But also, I've heard that part like 5 times. I have no emotions left for you, Lou. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you want to trigger the random clips, what you have to do is basically just keep on playing shift after shifts. Because it needs to be one where it's not one of the obligatory main story ones that is triggered. And they come at random. They just don't replay twice. So if you had once in a save game, you're not gonna hear it again. aside from that, it has to be, well, in the current 0.7 version. I'm gonna guess it changes in the next one. It has to be before rank 17, and after rank, well, after the crew is presented to you. So, yeah, that's what took me a lot of time when I was recording. They don't come after Act 2. At the end of Act 2, everything stops.
Mining was driven the life out of him. It was hard, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
People shouldn't have to make choices like that. You know, break their families apart just to survive. Anyways, I'll make my way, and maybe one day I can do what my old man wasn't able to. One day. Blue out. Hello there, Rook. Just want to say you are getting good.
I know.
We should talk technique sometime.
Oh God.
Practically an art form, you know?
I would skip this part if I could. This is kind of the awful part. For those in the knows, you know that this part is not.
You heard about the Guardian cut? Save my ass. Will you ever find yourself with no choice but to cause a decompression?
This is not a good description of it. It's no longer in the game this way. Why would you do this?
Hey, we should race sometime and compare notes. That would be fun. Anyways, stay safe out there. Blue out.
Oh, it was shorter than I feared.
Hey, Rook.
They're not gonna fix that, Fu Bang. It's here to stay. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna fix that at all. At least, you know, it's not like a very completely outdated technique like the demo push. This one could, like, possibly be feasible if you don't really understand what it's about.
Having your own business
yeah.
out there, you know, be your own boss. I swear one day I'll get a decent belt runner and make my own money. Maybe bring my old man along to help sniff out the good rocks. My dream is to tinker with ship designs. Maybe build some machinery to help with heavy-duty mining, you know, make it safer. If we ever both get out of here, I'd hire you in a heartbeat. If you don't end up coming with me, I hope you get to make your own way out there someday. Definitely ping me if you do. Blue out. Dang it! I'm really looking forward to buying another tether strength upgrade. These ones are really slowing me down.
How do you know that if you haven't tried the upgraded version?
We didn't even have them. Hell, beam-based.
In my days, we didn't even have food or sleep or drinking.
High tensile cables, hand placed. Also had concussive charges. Dangerous and very slow to work with.
Deaths were a lot more common those days. More common?
That's impressive, actually. You two should show us how it was done in the old days sometime.
Ha, sure thing, kid.
Look, what's cracking? How are we doing on this fine day of corporate servitude?
All the sarcasm, stripping.
Can't help it, really. We should always push each other to be better, to not leave folks behind. Build community. I know the fight isn't for everyone. Guess I'm just built for it.
That's kind of presumptuous of a thing to say, I think.
But I don't mind. I'd rather be hopeful than jaded. And I'm glad you listen. It means a lot to me.
We don't have a choice, Luke. We have to listen to you. We can't skip the dialogues.
I really miss seeing people. Sitting in that shoebox.
Hopefully in the version, in the final version.
Well, at least you got us in your ear all day.
It's just not the same. I need action. I need to drink a beer with friends every now and again.
You get used to it, I
And
guess.
she has at least 3 different references in the game about beers. She really wants one. She really, really wants one.
Hello, collector drinking game, anyone?
Oh, yeah, I love that game. I never win, but that's okay.
Sure.
One day we'll all have a beer
Kaito is
together
precious and needs to be
somewhere.
protected.
Promise.
Hey, Rook, how's life? It's been a while.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to cut that. No, shoot. I'm sorry, Lou. Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna go back to the right session. I meant to pause her. Nope. Nope. Ah,
I need to drink a beer with
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. We're so close to the end too. We're almost done with the video, and I just messed it up. Sorry. We're getting back there.
games. Yes. Hello, collector drinking game,
It's
anyone?
all from the same day, and she was focusing on that. No.
That game. I never
I mean,
win,
every
but
new shift is supposed to be a new a new
one
day,
day we'll all
so
have a beer
it's definitely not
together
supposed to be that.
somewhere. Promise.
Okay, so I think that's when she says the thing. Yeah, so this one I specifically put at the very end because I just don't imagine that she could just randomly say that first topic of conversation, but that literally can happen in the game where she just, that's her opener. That's just the first thing that she says when you're one-on-one with her. And it kind of itches me wrong.
How's life? It's been a while around here lately. Has me feeling even lonelier than usual, to be honest. I knew this girl back on the Edith platform. Bumped into her while climbing around the scrapyard. Red hair, like hot metal.
This is the part where, as a coworker, I start getting uncomfortable. Why would you start waxing poetics about your old flame to me, a coworker? I do not go up to my coworkers and start waxing poetics about people that I would have had feelings for, or old flames. It's just, does anyone do that? I guess, within the game, if it's timed well, you can imagine that you have a close relationship with her, and that would make sense because you listen to her a lot and to everyone. But if it's the first thing that she comes up with, it kind of feels really weird.
Wicked smart. Cute too.
Had some guy like that at work.
We ate the last bowl at a street vendor.
Okay.
Then got ice cream. Her lips were cold.
Her lips were cold and sweet when we kissed.
And I was trying to go home with her.
Should I be listening to this? Are you okay? Did you think you were recording your diary? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude.
I'm not mad at her. Would have done the same. You can't really pass up opportunities like that out there. I just hope she's happy where she is now and has no regrets. Anyway, I'll let you get back to it. Blue out.
I think it's just because of the writing. It just comes kind of out of nowhere. Otherwise, it's nice to hear about it, Okay, so the very last part of it, we're gonna go to Weaver's line now. Wait, 152.20. Or not. There we go. Okay.
Pick up the...
There we go. So, last 5 minutes of the video, and then we'll have seen everything except for the ghost ship stuff because I forgot to record it and I still need to do that. So that's the dialogue that says at your first death.
Please return to work.
All right, breathe. You're okay. Got yourself good there. Don't sweat it. Happens to the best of us. Always good to review your spare replacement form and see how you can avoid future mishaps. Too many spares will rack up the debt. That's how they get you. Okay, let's get back to work.
I guess that line does imply that they really want you to have many spares, but like you can't have their whole fun uniquely on this.
Injury detected. A ticket has been submitted for medical assistance.
Oh, this part is way louder than before? I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Well,
Oh yeah, it is. Oh god.
I will say one thing. You certainly ain't afraid of dying. Keep this up and you'll never pull yourself out of debt.
Okay, but now it needs to be louder again. Blue ain't your color. I love that line.
Salvage.
Hey, Cutter, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your rope 2. Stat. Weaver out. Cutter, looks like you used your last
Those are just like the classic. They've been there since the very beginning. That's the one that's the most nostalgic.
Cutter, you're out of tethers. Get yourself over to the kiosk to buy some more.
Credit.
Cutter, your equipment durability is dropping. Keep an eye on it. You don't want to be dangling in the wind with busted tools. When you see it happening, head on back to the hab and use a repair kit to fix them up.
Head on back to the hab in the kiosk.
Cutter, your gear's getting low. It's gonna start fighting you.
It says it in the
Head
same
on
way.
back to the hab and make some repairs.
There you go.
Cutter, don't forget your equipment durability doesn't take care of itself. If your gear's acting up on you, best practice is to patch it up in the hab. Your tools should be working for you, not the other way around.
That one, I hope they kind of improve on it because it's kind of hand wavy. It doesn't give enough indications to players as to what the hell is going on. They don't know if this is normal, if they messed up. And Weaver seems to imply that you should be doing this in a different way than you are. Why did I keep the only clip where I'm actually set on fire by this?
Nice work. Now the fuel lines are empty, and they won't give you nothing to worry about anymore. Always a good idea to flush them first.
See, you can't flush them first. It's not a possibility. Weaver, why would you say this to us?
You want to see something special? Take a look at that railgate.
Yeah, that railgate that we've seen fired like all throughout the video.
Wow. What a beauty. You know, no matter how many times I see that railgate fire, it never ceases to amaze me. Could be you one day.
See, that could be you one day. Well, okay, we reached the end of the video. That's it. That was the video. I'm gonna try to find a good frame to stop on. Like, oh well, there we go. Actually, this is the pave the way to the galaxy thing. That last line makes me think that, I mean, originally I believed that we would end up like actually traveling with the railgate during the game and change scenery through it or something. Maybe have like other planets or be cutting up other ships. But I guess the whole story, the whole campaign, the whole game is just gonna happen in that way all throughout. And we're not gonna have any change of sceneries, which I think I would have liked to see something a bit different. But anyway, but I still believe that this is going to be something in relation to the railgate because we see it come up a bunch. But HSSB2? Nah, they're gonna be the railgate thing is gonna be in this one. They foreshadow it enough, I think. I just don't quite know what happens at the end of Act 2 after Lou is sent away, because it's very defeated. It's classic arc, you know, Act 1 setup, Act 2 conflict, and Act 3 triumphant return. But I don't know how we're going to triumphant return from this, because they took away the rights. It seems pretty this desperate, you know. So yeah, I don't quite know where the story is going from there. I guess people have been theorizing about it a lot, but soon enough we'll see it for ourselves. But I guess that's the end of the video. And that's the end of the stream. I worked really hard on gathering all of that footage and editing it. It's still not perfect. It's still not good. I am still missing a couple of footage. I think I'm missing a couple of death lines and I'm missing a couple of the ghost ship lines. So I can still go back and quickly try to get those before the update. I hope I can make it. I'm really tired, so I'm not gonna be doing that tonight, probably. I think. But yeah, definitely want to get those. According to Steam, the story was bad the instant the first non-HAL character spoke. The Steam part. Well, we're not discussing the quality of the story here. We're just discussing its direction. But I think the story is okay for what it's trying to do. Thanks for being there, Kiki. Non-Weaver. Okay, that makes more sense. I forgot about that thing. So yeah, I'll be posting this video on my YouTube channel. Except I'll post a better version, and I'll probably like put postcards maybe to like read to mark the beginning of each act. I'm not quite sure about that part actually, but at least you know the sections where each character starts speaking. And I will also definitely post like time codes in the comments or in the description. That way people can find the parts that they're interested in quickly. I don't have to watch the whole 2 hours, and if the all they want to hear is like all the version of the oh god, the reacted tutorial level 2. Uh but that won't be for right away. Legally I have to wait 24 hours before I post that video on my YouTube channel anyway, but even then in 24 hours it won't be done. But, you know, it will, yes, the bane of my existence, it will be there. So it can save the voice of the developer for posterity. Looking forward to the 3-hour comparison video where you compare all the dev voices with the pro ones. I want to make such a video, but it's definitely not gonna take 3 hours. I have some sanity left, and I tend on clinging to it. I do not want to do a 3 hours long video to compare that. L2 reacting should be your next Halloween costume. You guys are mean. You guys are really mean. Anyway, thanks a lot everyone for sticking around and watching this. I didn't expect this many people to show up. Uh, I mean, yeah. And thank you for the multiple subscriptions and for the bits that I received, and thank you for both the rates. I guess I didn't really focus on that during the stream because I was a bit stressed out about the video, but as a reminder, please remember to also, if you can afford to, and if you're okay with that, to donate to Ukraine. Here are links that you can send to, because yeah, I kind of didn't make it the main thing, but I kind of also wanted to try to do something good with my return here. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now because I'm really tired. This was a long day to finish this up as best as I could. Thanks again a lot. Oh shoot, yes, I'm supposed to be raiding someone. God, who is streaming right now? Who can I raid? Oh god. Ali is online. Oh, wonderful. I'm just gonna or Lynch. You know what? Uh, do you feel like Minecraft or do you feel like Rogue Legacy? I feel like I'm gonna just roll a dice maybe. Oops. I guess it's gonna be Minecraft. So, yeah. Let's go raid Ali, who is a wonderful streamer who is currently streaming Minecraft. I wonder what she's doing in there. Let's go see her and say hi. And thank you again. Okay. Good night, good day, good afternoon, good morning, etc. Bye!